All right, shut the fuck up.
What are we talking
Elijah.
about? Hey, yeah, Elijah.
What
Yeah.
Elijah?
I thought you were telling me to shut the fuck up. I was like,
no.
wait a minute.
No, I would never do that to you.
I think you're lying.
I would, but
Okay.
what's up, y'all? It's the
Don't
pre-show.
lie to me.
I'm getting a little burpy because I have like 8 drinks. Over
You
here.
have a plethora of beverages right there.
I have to wear
And I have
sunglasses for those.
zero
beverages.
food. So
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna have a great time on today's
Oh,
show.
no.
Blacked out on the show.
Hey,
Why not
Ricardo,
get blacked out? This is the Blaxcellence, baby.
If you ain't
We
getting blacked out on the
to.
Blaxcellence, what are you doing, Sammy?
We're gonna
Let
use this
man
as the
get blacked
commercial.
out.
Yeah, if you ain't getting, what is it? If you ain't getting,
I would like
shoot.
people sober when they watch.
Hex Texan
Oh.
214 just subscribed for the 4th month.
I love
Yo!
it. I love that.
4 months. I like that.
I really
you
like
Everyone
that.
else do 4 months.
Yeah.
Everyone else buy 4 subscriptions. Be like Hex Texan.
You know what I love, Sammy?
What do you love?
Loyalty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got.
Texans.
I'm probably putting too much out there, but a friend got upset with me and stopped being my friend because I was friends with Marcos. 'Cause
What?
Marcos and a friend were having a spat.
Okay.
And she was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna separate from that group. It's cool. I'm part of it." She's like, "Why do you even like Marcos?" And I was like, "Loyalty."
Oh, no.
Like he was there when I needed him the most.
You stop it.
That's
No,
terrible.
I like the guy, but why
You
am
love
I
the
his,
guy.
but why am I his friend most of the time? Loyalty. He's there for me and I'm there for him.
That's what friendship is.
Yeah, I know that's what friendship is. But like,
I'm not-
Why,
but like,
why are you friends with Mark? Because he's my friend.
No, but like,
What the fuck? What is that?
Just say that's not a good sellout, Marcos. Because it's like,
No.
yeah,
He's a
I'm
great- he's a
his
great
friend
friend.
on obligation.
no, but
That's what it felt
but
like.
you got to understand how much I actually like the guy. But for loyalty to be higher than how much I like the guy, he's not a great person, and I'm not a great person to him either. So
He's
it's
been a
not
pretty
that.
great friend to me, actually. He's been a pretty great
Yeah,
friend
to
to me.
you guys. To y'all.
No, y'all, no, that's bullshit. Y'all are so close. That's why y'all guys get under each other's skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're like
but that's the
brothers.
thing. No, but that's the thing.
Yeah, don't act like y'all motherfuckers ain't like brothers.
No,
in
we're
this.
not-
No, it gets under him.
Yeah.
Mark, I said this before. Marcos has a way of getting under your skin just like you do towards him.
Right.
And y'all like, and it is that brother like,
Yeah.
I know what buttons I can press and I actively choose
You
them.
don't have to like it though.
Well, see, maybe it's just because I get Marcos because we have the same birthday.
Yeah, you guys are
But it's like
aquariums
no,
or something.
Like
I don't
he's
know.
done the thing to where like oh that what he just said could have got me a little bit, but no, because I know where it's coming from. You can't do that to me, motherfucker. I get it. So yeah, no. So it's just like maybe that's it for me.
Look, I didn't say anything bad. Actually, I did say
Yeah.
bad about the guy.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But the point is, loyalty is above all that. That's the thing. You're just like, I'm your friend because, yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I felt that about you a million times.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Okay.
Stop it!
This is just a series of indentured servitudes. That's all
That's all
this
this
is.
show is.
It's all just mafia level owing each other.
I think that should be a part of new masculinity.
Can't refuse. Just gathering favors from one another.
That's it.
Well,
We're all gonna go to each other's daughters' weddings.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell
So
yeah.
If I have a daughter, that's
Well,
from
you
real
can
life.
until you're 60. So
But I mean, hey, look, if
Yeah,
it's any
you'll be fine.
consolation, I just like y'all guys, hence why I spend my time.
I
Mine's obligation for you too.
feel like really Jesus.
What?
Yeah.
You do my taxes, so it's like
I do.
that's at
But where's
least.
the benefit for him though? Like
Well, no, he got
I
to tell
don't
me
think he
shit.
enjoys doing taxes. He's
gotta
doing
tell
it as
me
a
shit.
favor for you.
The fact that when this takes off, he gets a nice cut of it.
That was my logic. It's all investment. Yeah, it's an investment.
Imagine having all your friends believe in your product and not you yourself.
We would not believe in the product because the product started with you.
I know,
Yeah.
but then
Hey, what
new?
the boys in the what do they say? You're a product.
Yeah.
You're a good product.
oh my
or
god,
bad product.
oh my
This is
god,
good
am I
product.
Homelander?
No,
Do I have
You're
glowy
Billy
eyes?
Butcher. We would be the boys. We're the underdogs.
Oh, I don't know anything about the show. I still haven't seen
Have
it.
you? Oh my god!
I told you
You
this.
have a brand new TV.
I'm watching Res Dogs first.
Well,
Well, that's quick. So
Yeah,
I do want it on record. Marcos, if you watch this show, which Lord knows he doesn't.
I literally told him today I didn't like him.
I know that.
I just want you guys to know. I'm not
if
saying
that
this
was
on
in
air
the
without
chat,
him knowing.
I'm happy I missed that.
Oh no, that was private message. I said,
Okay.
"Motherfucker, I don't like you as an individual,
Jesus.
but I respect you as a man." And that's enough.
You
Is it though? I don't know if it is.
I mean,
If you work with them, sure.
it better be.
y'all.
If y'all
This is how they relate. Don't.
It is
listen,
really how
this
it
is how the
is.
relationship.
It's just how it is. Yeah. it is more meaningful than he's making it out to be. I'm sure
he's making himself so
This motherfucker
Yeah.
passed out on my couch 2 nights ago. That's how close I am to this guy. And you know why? Because of loyalty. That's why. I said, you know what? I want you sleeping on my couch.
If
but he
it's another
slept on my couch.
snowpocalypse, I'm not coming back here.
Yeah, I said I don't want to.
I'm gonna feel like I'm a burden, like I'm
loyalty.
Yeah, like I owe a favor now. I don't want.
Look, time out. I'm a fiercely loyal person, and y'all already know how I am about time. I don't even have time for myself, but I love getting to spend it when I can with y'all, or sleeping when I can.
Right.
But y'all my friends all the time. I don't really open up with a lot of people, but it's not out of loyalty. I like y'all, and then I'm loyal. But also, I mean, in general, I kind of keep it kosher on my front. I'm cool with everybody. I'm chilling.
Yeah, Key, it's exactly that. I don't like you. You're not a good person. You're my friend. Exactly. That's what loyalty means, is that if you do things for me, I will do all the things. I'll go to heaven and hell and back for you. Doesn't
But
matter.
why? If you
I will
don't
say,
truly like
Because of
the person.
obligation.
I will say,
obligations. Sammy
your
is-
obligations ran out. So I don't do obligations.
I literally don't know
anymore.
why you're here at this point, Tommy. I know the obligation for you ran out months ago.
Oh, it did, but yeah,
I called you. I
don't know
so many.
why.
I called you so many names, and I was like, "Tommy's about to quit," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's probably correct that he do that."
He did.
like he's right. Like,
Again, very self-aware, but like,
oh yeah,
Maybe I just need to start. Maybe do I need to start
you need to
adding
get
more
he's
drama?
still the youngest one, though.
Can I
to be
start
fair.
adding
it's not even drama. It's
not drama. It's just reality. It's just real. Yeah.
It just is.
Well, Tommy, have I made you mad?
Never. Actually, no. Yeah, you have.
Oh.
Kyler Murray
call-
slander.
No, he might be with me here on the. You call people a bitch a lot.
You kind of do.
You
Oh,
do.
you're a bitch. I mean,
What?
But
You know.
I don't say no. Oh, okay.
I know.
wait.
I know. You just. You know.
I
it's-
never say it in reference to any woman ever.
He doesn't.
I just
It's all
say it to
men.
bitches.
It's all men. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't even
look,
like saying that word anymore.
Well,
I know
Tommy,
it's-
Tommy, sports show me will say a lot
Oh no,
of
it's
things.
fine. I'm okay with sports. No, you said that on like just a Blaxcellence, I believe.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, look.
I know it's not from that place.
No,
You know.
I would. Let me rephrase that. Tommy, if
Okay.
I made you mad,
No, you didn't make me. It was just it sparked. It was like, oh, does he
Wow.
really?
No,
Like,
no,
does he
you know I'd never do that.
not
to you.
have a respect for me?
I am,
Which I know you do. Yeah,
I
I know
have
you
nothing
do.
but respect.
Gotta switch the cameras when they're talking. It's
Oh,
gotta be
that's
be
all right.
faster.
I was talking.
I know, but you gotta switch the cameras so Tommy can be seen because he's so pretty. Are you mixing
Not at all.
drinks in your mouth?
I finished it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were drinking a cider and then chasing it with
I kind of was.
oh, what
know
is
if I was
that?
pineapple?
A Smirnoff Ice. Now you're not switching at all. Now it's just me. No one knows what you're drinking. This whole visual is being ruined. Audio listeners are
Well,
great.
I'm not trying to sponsor these guys. I'm just trying to drink.
Being responsible.
I mean, you got fucking windshield wiper fluid in a
It
bottle.
looks like legit anti.
yeah, like label
for sure.
label in then if you're not trying to. But show them the blue color of your drink.
It is
Label
neon
in.
blue.
There you go. That
That is bright.
is glowing.
That is literally glowing.
That is
when the light
fluorescent.
hit it. Yeah, it looks like ocean waters of the
Well,
Bahamas.
first of all, I will go ahead and say
yeah.
that in my vernacular of my choice of words, first of all, what is it? Tai 85, 95. I don't give a damn about what you think, but I will say that
Also, Ricardo, fuck you. Sam spent no time micromanaging. It's called managing. If it was micro, I would not say it on air. It's actually macro managing. Do a better job.
That's the opposite.
That's
of
macro
micro.
managing. Yeah, micromanaging is be like, hey, you need to turn your hair a little bit, or you need to scoot over a little
Fix
bit, which
your
I
mic.
did. I did the micromanaging earlier before the air. Which
don't
is,
worry, he micromanaged.
He
like scoot over a
micromanaging
little
for sure.
bit, fix the curtain behind you. That's micromanaging. Show the color of your drink. That's macromanaging. I do that too. Get it right,
You do all of
guys.
the
Yeah,
above.
it's called management, guys.
And I will.
Don't be upper management
I'm not
because
upper
they're out of touch.
I'm in the slurry with all you guys.
You are. You're in the trenches.
First of
Shit.
all, as I just want to let y'all know that no matter what, I respect y'all guys.
Okay.
But the second part is,
Yeah.
I might say the B word occasionally.
That's fine. If it's just like a hairpin trigger type thing, I get
Oh
it.
no, yes.
Yeah.
But the other part is, it's so I don't say, my other default
Yeah.
word.
We only have so many of those we can
And I
say.
gotta exchange something,
Yeah.
but still have it have the same weight. Now, if you would like me to choose a less impactful word, Look, straight up.
Yeah.
I'm strategic enough with my conversation and what I'm saying to actively know what words or choices I'm choosing. Like, it's not a reactionary thing. But
Like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
it is a choose your own adventure. So hey, give me your preference of what you'd like to be called.
I know what your heart is. I know what your heart is. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll change my
okay.
entire. I'll code switch just for you.
Well, you do it to him too, so it's fine.
Well, I don't like it.
It goes for everyone.
I just deal with it. I just deal with it because it moves the show along, not being bothered by it.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's only occasionally. Also, for the record, Elijah, he said, "Who's HR?" TJ's HR.
I'm
actually.
HR.
Yeah, TJ's HR.
Yeah.
Also, but that being said, doesn't matter who's HR, doesn't matter micromanaging, max managing, all that stuff. We had 1 million views on a video. Fuck everybody. I did that.
happy.
All me, by myself, no help whatsoever. Fuck yeah.
And this is why we have HR.
I know. Well, no, I
This
just
is
had
why I congratulated him.
Okay, so
That's funny.
So that's not fair because
Well, I want to just introduce to the people that we got 1 million views on our first video, like single video, about Kid Rock being a nasty man on Osmosis Jones soundtrack. Thank you all for watching
Yes,
and liking,
do
subscribing, doing all the
appreciate
thing. Yeah, we're close to 50,000 now on TikTok, about 2,000 away, and hit 1 million views in a day, about 2 days. Let's call
That
it
should
2
be
days.
the next milestone.
So no, that is definitely the next milestone. So yes, I will hog the glory because I made it and put it up. No,
I
I'm kidding.
literally just show up.
Nah, he asks about R. Kelly. Marcos made a Bill Cosby joke that was well timed. It was a perfect storm of
was well
stuff.
edited,
Thank
to
you
be
so
fair.
much, everybody,
So,
for
yeah.
watching it. I just wanted to bring it up that way. Now you can talk about Tommy congratulating solely me.
Yeah, no,
and
so
me
check-
unapologetically accepting it on behalf of myself.
know what? You know why,
that was the
TJ?
most impressive
TJ,
part.
you know why?
I know why you did.
Because I'm realistic.
Also, Elijah, I remember my first meal. Haven't seen one in a while, buddy.
Oh, damn, man. Don't.
I'm watching his stuff. I'm waiting
He
for
was
him
there
to take
before
off
we
again.
were. You
I know.
You don't
doing
do
really
that.
great.
He's on one of our top 3. You don't disrespect Elijah.
Hey, I'm lighting a fire under him.
He's Gen Z, but
Punk.
respect the man.
Punk, I don't respect or like you, Elijah. Get the fuck out
I
of here.
did. You could crash on my couch.
I tried to defend you while you were here,
Yeah,
Elijah.
I like
you saw
Elijah.
me on the show.
I'm trying to shake.
I respect
Look,
you.
I'm trying
to mold Elijah into the man I want him to be.
This is how much I like Elijah. I'm trying to absorb him into my podcast. I'm like, go fuck Ohio, move to
You're
Austin,
negging him into your podcast.
Right?
Is what you're doing. Yeah.
be with the real millionaires. What? Where we create content, we don't just react to it.
You didn't see that, Tommy.
I did.
I'm just fucking with
that
Elijah at this one. I'm just being super
Oh.
mean. You guys know why I'm being mean right now of the previous conversation before air.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
sorry. So I'm
yeah.
sorry. I have to get it out in the pre-show so I don't bring it to the real show or say it to you guys and have you guys quit on me. So
Which could happen
strife
any
for the
moment.
Sammy Gonzalez household, and by Sammy Gonzalez household I mean just me. Just strife.
No, we would never quit.
So here's how. So after we hit our first milli, which as Sammy said, like real big kudos to you and y'all and all of your support, like for reals.
Yeah.
It feels realer every day. We get to do what we love and really are able to start to consider how we can expand the content out and how we can just get more crafty with it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, seeing the numbers land like that, even just one time, is like a real, fire under your ass.
It is.
and a heartbeat. Because that first 100,000 feels good, but there's something about being like, yeah, we have 1 million.
A million is,
occasionally.
a
That's
nice even number.
Yeah, I looked at some podcasts and like one of them that has a lot more followers than us has like 5, and I'm like, okay, cool. Only 4 more to go. Only 4 more to go. What, you have a drinking problem, man, over there? Jesus. And by drinking problem, it means he's not making it into his mouth.
He has
He's not
cups.
switching it back to himself. So it's just me talking about him spilling booze on his
I'm
face.
not. I didn't want to show myself spilling. It was a bad.
They're
pour.
gonna see the splots on your shirt.
Not
no splots.
There's no splots.
It's shadow,
It's shadow,
shadow,
yeah.
It's
yeah.
just shadow, baby.
Yeah, shadow
but no,
hiding spots.
no, on the real, it makes us feel so incredible. But I will say, so after we hit the milli, well, actually even before that, what did I say? I always so Sammy and I'll usually keep it private, but I always like to make sure that I respect, like give you shout out. Like I said right before we hit it, I was like, hey, thank you for all the work that you do behind the scenes, all the effort you put in, really appreciate it. I say it probably too much to you.
Yeah.
You
But you're the only one that
you
does,
should
so it's
not
fine.
give him any encouragement. Let him just stand on that island. It'll make him crazy, but it'll make this shit more successful. You can't be successful without a hint of craziness.
Bro, do you think I'm lacking it?
You need
Do you think
more.
I'm in short
You
supply
need some
of
Howard
crazy?
Hughes type shit.
Do you think I'm lacking fucking crazy? I literally said one of my best friends is literally just because of loyalty. Do you think I
Have you
am
violently
not?
attacked anyone in the past 30 days?
No, because I'm in this house.
Okay, well that.
I'm in.
So you're a
I'm in.
cooped up animal.
I'm in exile technically, self-imposed exile.
Have you peed in a jar?
No, because there's a sink too close by.
Well, if you ain't at that level, then you're not crazy enough. Howard Hughes was the richest man in the world at one point. You need to get on that level.
And just to be fair, the sink and the toilet are equal lengths apart, so I have the option. I choose the sink.
I think a lot of men actually do that.
I've never peed in my own sink, actually.
Really?
Not yet.
You've never been.
Why is this even an option?
Because somebody's using my bathroom?
Yeah. Well, if you have a
I've
significant
peed in the
other,
sink before. I'm not proud of it.
I have too.
I
When you live
had
with-
to go.
You've lived with your significant other for a while. You've never been forced to pee in the sink.
Nigga, I have 2 bathrooms.
That's right. You're rich.
Oh, yeah.
I have a whole ass second bathroom.
he's got
This is 2022. If you have 2 bathrooms, you're rich.
Right. He's got a 2-bed, 2-bath.
Cups, man.
Is there a hole in the fucking
it's
can?
this-
I
Angle's
feel
so
like he's
weird.
switching from bottle to can, and it's just
No, I didn't drink that.
okay.
It's just so.
That can's just
That one
flimsy.
is a sploosh. God
That
damn it.
one got you. That one did get you.
And no one's gonna see it because you refuse to switch the cameras.
Oh wait, no. I mean, I'm gonna show it. Like I keep on
The
spilling
mic
this
blocks it,
fucking
yeah.
can.
Yeah.
But no. First of all,
Why the sink? Why not the? Because
I'm not balling.
Flush it. It's liquid.
Well, I mean, if they're using the bathroom and you have to go, and you have one bathroom and you're not wealthy like TJ,
Right.
then you have to piss in the sink sometimes. And your significant other, Tibbs, to really hate it. My ex, really, she didn't like
Well,
that.
no, you just no one would literally know as long as you're running the water because it's not meant for the acidity of pee or whatever the chemicals are. So you have to just make sure it's diluted
Yeah,
enough.
you run the water
Just
with
run
it.
the water with
Don't
it.
be an animal.
Or you can hold it.
Sometimes you can't, man. These have
not.
always been emergency situations.
Why do I have to hold
And
it?
I don't have bushes. I can't pee off. I can't pee off the 3rd-story balcony.
I have
That's
a
not
friend-
prudent,
I have a friend that will literally piss anywhere
dude.
at any given time.
That's
Even if toilets are available, he will go behind a car,
Like
bushes,
yeah, like bushes are fine. I'd go pee in a bush, but that's 3 stories.
between a dumpster and the building. He doesn't give a
look,
fuck.
Yeah.
you know,
He has a problem.
I'm not gonna say I'm not. So outside being. Oh yeah, for sure. Like have you drinking? You've been like walking and especially after bars.
yeah.
Them alleyways on 6th Street are made for that action.
really is.
They're literally
Very
curving
true.
corners. I think they designed the buildings to have
Oh, they
curving
absolutely
corners
did. Yeah.
where you can go take a piss. But in my own home, first of all, if a significant other is over at my place and I need to pee, I will know that I need to pee and go take care of it. There's not an emergency situation. You know you have to pee.
Never been a time where those two just link up at the same time. She has to go and you have to go.
No.
Really?
No, there's never
You're
been
lucky.
a situation
You're
where
lucky man.
I literally just leave.
DJ Lemon's onto something. That's why you keep a plant inside. No, man, because it
Smart.
smells like pee. The plant would smell
The
like
plant
pee.
will absorb it.
Yeah, I don't know if
And
it's
it will
good.
strengthen it.
Ammonia. I think there's a pee in
It's
ammonia.
sterile though, right?
Yeah, but there's still your toxins from your body.
That's true.
Would kill your plant. It's not nutrient water.
It's toxins in the
We've
air.
already
The plant will
taken-
be fine.
We've already taken all the nutrients out of whatever we've been drinking. It's already in our bloodstream. So
I like that
this
idea.
conversation is going on longer than I thought it would, and none of it is TikTokable because I'm not putting on TikTok that I pee in sinks.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
into it. Yeah. That's enough pre-show.
Like, this is fine as a pre-show. It's funny and whimsical, but I am not going to clip myself and put it out to 50,000 people at least, and potentially 1 million people.
That you piss in a sink.
I piss in a sink.
Yeah, I don't want that out there
Occasionally
either.
during emergency times, not even drunk, just emergency times.
Yeah, no, it's not a drunk thing. It's just
Clip
emergency
this
time.
and use it as black.
Don't you dare.
It's fine.
Let's get into the show.
It's relatable. I'll seem more human-like.
No,
I'll seem like
you're Mark
people.
Zuckerberg. Let's go.
Okay, I'm starting. Fucking crap! I'm starting the show. This has been wild.
So don't worry, I screwed it, and I'll tell.
What is up, you beautiful, hopefully melanin overdosed, consistent. I don't know how to
We
describe
invite
it.
everyone
People,
to this
we invite
show.
everybody, but I like to see people
Actually, like
who
the
look
people
like
who.
me too.
Oh, of course. We
Hey, I
love it.
use
A little
melatonin
bit.
to go to sleep.
You
Is
have
that the
melanin.
same?
Barely. You barely have it, but you do.
Melanin.
And it doesn't matter because you're Mexican.
Oh.
Yeah. This is a safe space for people of color and the LGBTQ community and everyone really.
Honestly, because
Especially the black LGBTQ
you know,
community.
actually, I started hitting people with like being like, you know, the Mexcellence. I know it represents Mexican excellence, but it really extends to minority excellence.
It really does.
And that's what we rep.
We touch
So
on
welcome to the
everyone.
Blaxcellence Podcast, the best, blackest, most beautiful podcast.
Breakfast Club is gone. You guys are moving up once again.
Is
We
it
are
really?
climbing
Yeah.
up
What
the
the
ranks
fuck?
slowly, baby. We get it.
What's her name that's on the show?
Rocky right now. Yeah,
What's the name? The woman that's on the show?
I don't know.
I forget her name.
I read-
She
all I
left.
know is Charlamagne
She's
the God.
Yeah, she's
I know he
leaving.
has a new show.
She's leaving. She says she was like, the Breakfast Club as it exists is over. And I was like, excellent.
One step closer. we need to pull it out of
Blaxcellence.
New York anyway.
You know, I'm just saying.
We really do.
I'm just saying it's
let
okay.
the South get a
Let's
little
make sure that we slowly but surely climb, have our fallout, and then have our own individual shows.
I want a
Angela.
Beatles
Boom.
situation
We can have Fallout anytime,
or
guys.
One Direction situation.
Guys, I can throw a fucking wrench into everything.
We'll all
Yes,
go
yes, you
solo.
can.
At literally any time. Just let me know.
I'm okay with it.
Like,
I can
I'm-
do my own thing,
like-
I'm sure.
Like,
I don't have
I'm
the
real
discipline.
good.
Yeah,
I'm real good at, like, causing chaos, but I'm not gonna yet.
that's fine.
Till it's profitable.
there you
wanna-
go. As long as we get money from it, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm okay with exploitation.
I'm not as shallow as these ones, but you know who's here? Your boy TJ.
Of course you're not. You have 2 bathrooms.
In this economy.
You know shit.
Dog, I don't know why I said that if I'm living with someone, there's going to be more than one bathroom, and
Hey-
you better be glad that it wasn't a
TJ,
3-bedroom.
TJ, let me hold $200.
What's 200?
You can hold. That's what I'm saying.
I have to
Mean,
be frugal.
You got 2 bathrooms, nigga. Yeah, you balling right now. Fuck. I wish he seen my apartment. Sammy, it's an IKEA display.
Man, I can't.
It's an IKEA display.
I can
It's
barely
what it
get
is.
to your room, and not because of any mess. It's just because the couch is in the way of the
It's
door.
in the way. I put it there purposely.
Like Tommy's couch is halfway through his door to his bedroom.
It's halfway
That's
through.
how
It's a
small
long
it is.
couch. It's a tiny. It's little. Great location, but it's small.
I don't have a kitchen. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't have a dining
You
room.
don't have a. Well, yeah, you do.
No, I have
'Cause
a
this should
living
be
room.
this should be your living room.
I won't sit here.
We're standing in your living room.
This is a studio that is massive and very real to the audience out
You
there.
have everything. You have a dining room and a living room, but you turned it into this.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't live in like a mansion. My apartment's okay. It's chilling. It's
Elijah,
cool.
this man is a walking flex.
I'm not a walking flex.
You are walking
Man,
flex.
sometimes
Creme brulee in 2 bathrooms, nigga. You are walking flex.
I have. Fuck y'all, man. I like my place that I'm having, man. The worst part about this conversation is if I were to share some of the conversation I had with like my game planning for 2023.
Oh no.
You would not like. Yo,
you're trying to get a 3-story house.
No,
in
no.
Westlake.
No, actually, to be honest,
No, he's trying to get property.
Well,
yes,
property's more important.
Property.
I know, but
Property is the most important. Yes.
But
Smart.
where? That's the
smart
most important
man.
part.
And he's gonna get a container house put on it. Those are nice, by the way.
Yep.
And they are very affordable. So I do actually recommend
Mr. Rockefeller with his 2 shitters. This man reserves a whole restaurant for himself.
Oh yeah.
I'm so thick and pretty, baby.
Eat
Of
a
course.
filet mignon.
What is he, Babin? Sorry, Mr. Wayne, you don't have a reservation. That's
look,
okay. I
hey.
own the place. Like that's TJ in like 8 years.
The show is called The Blaxcellence, and he's the host for a reason.
That is, yeah.
No, that's not fair.
Because we all strive to
'Cause
be
it's not
you.
Tommy.
It damn
It's
sure
definitely
ain't
not
me.
Tommy.
I am the hottest of messes, and I have a shoebox for an apartment. It looks good though.
I just re-upped this apartment because it didn't increase too much in price, and prices in Austin are outrageous. So
Yeah, we're stuck where we are.
Yeah,
I would love
I'm not
to-
going anywhere for damn sure.
I would love
And-
to move, but I can't.
And I can say that, fortunately, the affordability of my apartment, I locked in at a pretty okay rate. So hence why I have
8,000 a week.
It is not
that
8,000.
kitchen's
Okay, fine. It's
immaculate.
4,000.
It's a really
It's
nice
fine.
kitchen you have.
I will say that was that.
Wish I had that.
Okay, look, look.
Dude, by the way, the chat's just going in on you, man. Camera 4, so you can show people. Camera 4 it real quick.
Yeah, camera 4 right quick. My
He
bad.
said, TJ will be the next shark on Shark Tank.
Oh, absolutely.
TJ buys out the whole theater.
Yeah, no, Tom, I'm gonna tell you dead ass. I would like so check it.
Dude, a whole theater is like $300. I could do that.
Yeah, like I would lord to be on Shark Tank one day. But to be
Look.
honest, the most important things for my apartment were I knew I live with somebody. And Lord knows that if you live with somebody, I have lived alone for years before I met this person. The only person I have lived with
In a townhouse downtown.
and it's not a townhouse downtown.
I love doing this. Not a townhouse down.
I did used to live downtown though. Of
course
but,
you did. You had 2 places at one time. They were both college apartments, but still, you had 2 places.
He had property.
Hey, I was
Plural.
hustling.
Technically 3, because you had the frat house room that you had too.
I shut up. Don't talk about my hustles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there
for
was,
his master class.
there was a situation where I had a couple of apartments and I was trying to make money. Like
He was individually gentrifying West Campus in Austin, Texas.
By himself. Smart. It was very smart.
Charging college students $8,000 for rent a week.
That was not what was happening.
For a pillowcase. It wasn't even a room. It was just the pillowcase in the room.
In Austin, that's pretty reasonable.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Look, I said that the most important thing, because I want to make sure that, just in case, especially because of the loner type of individual I am occasionally, I need a little bit of space. Needed to study, needed an extra bathroom.
Right.
So that's what happened.
Oh, I thought you said you're going to buy an extra house.
study.
So I can leave.
Whoa.
You've never been in that second room?
No.
Dude, that's where like all my shit is.
I've never been in the east wing of your apartment.
I know.
That's actually true.
I didn't even
Yeah, I know.
You didn't-
Because I'm
you
respectful.
never go back there.
You don't do that. I'm a guest, motherfucker. I stay in the guest area.
Bro, like, time out. You come over. You actually been over to my spot plenty of times. I've never shown you
I
that.
do not stray until whatever you show me, you say, hey, this is accessible. This part is unlocked in the game. Then no, I don't.
Right.
I stay in the living area.
The invisible boundaries.
Yeah.
He has
I just walk like this against the wall. I can't go farther.
He hasn't got the large key yet.
No, I don't know how to get it. I gotta watch the walkthrough on YouTube.
You got to go to the other bathroom, open it up like Link, like dun-dun-dun-dun. You get to go to the second
Yeah,
You now access to TJ's second bathroom.
haven't had it yet.
I'm not made like that. I don't want to give that illusion.
He's not.
But no, I mean,
We're very proud of him.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I'm all about, and I will say that in terms of expenses, my home is probably where I would throw the most, because that's where you would spend the most time. So that's
Look,
where it
I
should
used to
be
be
going.
like, if I ever had a lot of money, it'd be about a car. And no, I'm an introvert, so all spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly, just the funniest running gag of the show is TJ being more wealthy than he really is. But I like that for some
He's
reason.
the classiest,
Because someone just said
the
like
most
it sounds
educated,
like
so yeah,
his
we
house
just
is the
threw it
White
there.
House, East Wing, West Wing bullshit. That his house is the White House. It is the whitest house that
I think
we
it's
have.
the biggest out of all of ours.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So yeah.
Marcos has a room.
Stop it. I don't like to. Have y'all ever seen me talk about myself like this? I never do.
No, we'll do it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
People know Mark Zuckerberg's the richest guy in the world, or one
Fine.
of
You
them.
want it? Fine.
You make creme brulees for fun.
Look, okay. So, fine. I'll go ahead.
What they say?
Fucking shit. TJ's so rich he beats up homeless people because he hates looking
jeez.
at poverty. And by the way, that's
you give a
old
shout out to that one.
that's
Is that
a old-
Elijah? Of course, that's Elijah.
that's an old joke from former Double Toasted, where TJ recounted a story where homeless men were being racist and violent towards him, so he rightfully defended himself, but in true Double Toasted
He was
fashion,
poor back then too.
yeah, in true Double Toasted fashion, it was flipped to TJ beats the homeless people vigilantly.
He wears a mask while doing it.
Don't do
And-
that.
He does it at all.
And he hasn't in a while because he
Oh.
moved to a richer part of Austin, and there's less homeless to beat.
So the
I live
sequel,
down the street from y'all, so it's not it's a nice neighborhood.
Dude, I live on the
It's
other
this-
side of the freeway that is honestly about to get gentrified.
This one?
Yeah, like this place is
This
like
is already pretty gentrified.
yeah, but like because this rent is so low, a lot of people here.
It's a popular street too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Now my homeboy just he actually just got property down the corner, so like it's gentrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It is like no, look, I'm gonna drop it with this.
Because this is not 90s black culture.
It's not 90s black
No.
culture. We are talking about black excellence, but I think
Also,
it
I'm
exudes-
Sammy Gonzalez. This is,
Yeah, thank you. That's
Tommy
what I was
McGrew.
wondering. I didn't even. I said my name is TJ, and y'all niggas said he's rich. Shut the fuck up. He has money.
ain't the rich.
Look at man, you said you had 2 bathrooms. That's
Yeah, man,
flabbergasting
that's-
to us.
You
That's
stunting right
flabbergasting.
now.
I have
You
a-
were stunting
My
right
parents barely have 2 bathrooms in their whole house.
now. My mom, she has
Look.
2, but she barely has 2.
I will say it like this, plain and simple.
I'm writing down
No,
notes.
stop.
You broke motherfuckers need to shut your goddamn mouth.
No. I am still I'm still in a range that is normal with people, I just, I like investing. I like making money.
You need to write a book.
And fortunately, and you know what, I have been blessed, and I've been blessed with a lot of extensive hands in terms of like enabling me to even be in the position I am in my life. Hence why I even wanted to be a part of the Blaxcellence, because one person changed a lot of variables in my life because they gave me an opportunity.
Okay.
The good Lord above. Welcome to Blaxcellence, everybody.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please finish.
I was trying to be sweet.
You were doing so good.
I was just saying that, like, someone.
I wish I had one of those keyboards to do the
organ.
Praise the Lord.
That organ.
Praise the Lord.
We're sorry.
Man, this is why. This is.
Don't be grateful for shit. Stop it.
He's Catholic.
I was just giving some
Your
love.
tongue's blue, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But I just wanted to give somebody, like, hey, look, like, someone gave me an opportunity to enable me to really focus in on these aspects of my life. And now I'm just like, hey, look, you know what? If my voice or if our voices can hit somebody at the right time and give them the inspiration that someone gave me.
Yeah.
Well, then, hey, you know what? Maybe I can change someone's life. And this is me being 100% genuine.
Sure.
Now, that said, I will say the richest thing I'll say tonight, the thing I was looking into was a rental house, an investment property, a vacation home in Tulum, Mexico. It's happening next year.
I like that.
So, y'all bitch, you better shut the fuck up because y'all guys get to go.
Was I the one that you're thankful for and not the Lord?
It wasn't you.
Oh, wasn't it? Who was it? Was it actual Lord? Who was it that made
No,
you?
it was a person who gave me my second job.
Oh, well, I gave you this.
Yes, I will. And I give
helping
you a lot
you
of
out.
jobs.
I'm better than that guy, whoever that mystery man is. That's not the Lord. It should be the Lord than me.
This is your problem.
He said normally as a human man.
I just
fuck with you.
No, but for reals. On a non-me stroke, self-stroke note, because I hate that. I really don't. The thing is, I hate talking about myself in that regard because I'm not rich.
But just remember, it's all fake and nothing matters. We're all just lying. Everything we do on the Mexcellence and the Blaxcellence is just lies.
I'm not. Whoa, time out.
Don't believe a word of it.
My name's 90s black culture,
my name's
baby.
Sam. My name's not even Sam. It's Oscar.
On 90s black culture. Let's get on 90s black culture. Marcos is great.
Yeah, Marcos is one.
Sam's not even my
90s
real.
black culture.
Sam's not even my real name. It's Oscar, and nobody knows it for real.
Shut up. But today we're talking about 90s black culture, and I know that's a very broad subject. I know. Are we? This might as well be a compass.
Right.
But but deadass, we wanted to take the opportunity because we had a topic that came up a couple weeks ago. We were talking about 90s movies, right?
We did. And it was just 90s black cinema.
Black cinema.
Oh, just
and
black
the
cinema,
90s
and we
just was a
focused
standout.
on the 90s.
And
Right?
we couldn't even get into most of it. We grazed it, if anything.
And the funny thing is that I split the episode into two halves. One was 1920s to the 80s, and that one did pretty well. And I did 90s to today. That shit did like double the numbers because people were like, 90s movies, say more.
Yeah, we need to get more into that. So let's start there.
Yeah.
Like, let's pick up where we left off with that.
Now, hold on. Let's just put the time travel music.
You gonna edit it in?
No,
I am. It's gonna be the same clip, but it's gonna be blue, 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 blue.
Can I just choose
There
a
you go.
random 90s theme song to like intro you into? Like butterflies in the sky.
I can go
No, that was
twice as
80s.
high.
Technically, that was
Right,
80s.
but take a look.
The doo-doo-doo was always my favorite part
which
of
one?
Reading Rainbow.
Which one?
The recommended books was like, I recommend this book. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, no, I always like that. The ending, reading rainbow, reading rainbow.
Best show ever. Why didn't they ever bring that shit back?
I do love that song.
Anywhere. Yeah.
It's just
Shout out to
heartwarming.
LeVar Burton.
Shout out to LeVar Burton.
But sorry,
should be president.
Go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was it. It was just.
it was all-
No, you said you want to take us in a time loop. What's up?
No, it's just imagine the 90s. You're wearing your finest Zubas. Your shirt is probably some color of neon. Pepsi still had the old logo that looked really cool. What else happened
Most
in the
places
90s?
had the old logo.
What
Tommy
else?
Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger was all the rage.
Doc Martens.
Pogs were everyone's best toy.
Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchis were anew.
So many.
Pokemon came out.
Pokemon came out. We thought Peekaboo was a real
But-
character.
The most, to me, as an Afro-American
Yes.
person, don't ever use that term, is that
Did you just?
I refer to myself as something no one should ever use.
You were like,
Yeah.
you said it so smoothly. I was like, don't ever say that.
Yeah.
That sounded like a 1950s
That was in the books.
announcer. And the man in afro wears his hair in an afro puff.
That was a true term that I haven't heard in years, and I don't want to ever hear again. Hey, okay.
Like Afro man.
Someone rewarded that. Don't reward that with a subscription or a donation.
But yeah, no.
Wide receiver 3 native.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a new name.
I like that name.
Well,
Yeah.
it was
We know the
WR
names, and
native.
that's a new
No,
one.
no, WR3 native.
Yeah. And yeah, people, we know everything you say. We do keep it in memory. So.
What are you, a slot
We're
receiver?
petty.
We are very,
We're very petty.
Yeah, one guy was saying slurs and I yelled at him. So
He's banned forever now.
banned forever now. Don't do that.
But yeah, no, as a black person, yeah, no, the 90s, it was, I think, to me, the most crucial year in 90s culture, or the most crucial decade, I'm sorry, in 90s culture is definitely the 90s, because it even still, what was established then became kind of the benchmark for even now. As far as almost everything in our culture, the masculinity, the toxic masculinity, I should say,
Yep.
but a lot of shit, the gangster culture, I think a lot of stereotypes, I think, came from the 90s.
100%.
Yeah, and to me, it was the decade that kind of defined us for modern day.
I mean, you guys know this. I've said it many times before. I am a 90s person through and through.
Of course.
From 90s R&B to the way that I even was, speaking about, my aspirations. I mean, shoot, they had movies that just range from that. That's why it was so cool. It'd be like, you got some traditional, more hood-centric movies. Then you got black success also, and you just see so many different ranges of
Boomerang.
creativity.
Oh yeah, no, that was it was Blaxploitation 2.0. That's what I call it, because to me that's what it was. Because Blaxploitation, was it good for the culture overall? Should it have been good? No, but it was ours, and so we took it and we did what we did with it.
But like,
And Quentin Tarantino, does homages on it because it impacted him. Like, it impacts filmmakers because it is a significant point in film history. And the 90s also, but no one's really paid homage to that yet. I would love to.
I mean,
But it's just a thing, though. Like,
Right.
no, the hood movie was the new blaxploitation because it's a genre that does not exist anymore.
I would say that, to your point,
Yeah.
one of the things that just why the 90s was so impactful and important for black history and culture was just the simple fact that, black was cool.
Very cool.
It was just equivalent to being cool. That's why Sonic
That's
was
when
black.
it really started to bleed into the suburbs.
Right.
Was
Goofy
the 90s.
movie was black.
Well, it was like-
Everything was black.
Because it made money, TJ.
Well, it was like MTV was like, we're not going to play any black artists. And then David Bowie was like, that's fucking dumb. And then Michael Jackson destroyed the latter half of the 80s. And everyone was like, wait, black people can do this? This is really cool.
And Prince came along.
Oh my God. And yeah, so like the 80s really primed it all, right? And
Best
it was
decade in music, I feel.
80s?
Yes,
Perhaps.
absolutely. No, I don't think it's a question.
Yeah, and so then that developed, and so you started getting more airtime on cable television, and there was more TV to be had, so there was more emphasis on different subcultures and stuff. So when you look at like MTV and them allowing black artists, oh my God, such a concept. Then you start getting into 90s rap. And that type of gangster rap. And so then that leads into it. And because people are watching cable and they're seeing all this gangster rap, they're saying, oh man, they're dressing in cool ways. I want to dress like that too. So then you have fashion influence in a way that it hadn't been before.
Right.
Because, I mean, you look at the 80s and what were people imitating in the 80s? Cyndi Lauper.
A lot of androgynous.
A lot of androgynous stuff.
Yeah,
But that was all
fashion
stuff that
trends.
was shown to them in those music videos. And it
MTV,
wasn't,
MTV was the cornerstone for whatever was cool.
Right,
for a
and so
few decades.
and so once
Yeah.
black folk were allowed on MTV, that's when that became even cooler because there was an element of edginess to it because it's like
My parents wouldn't like me listening to this.
it's a black guy and he's wearing certain clothes. I want to wear that because I want to be cool and edgy. Fuck you, mom, because I'm a teenager.
Rebellion.
And that teenage rebellion
Yeah.
goes into the 90s, and
Right.
someone's commenting that's how you get grunge. That's how you get a lot of fuck the police, NWA, all those things.
Yeah.
Shoot,
And then
I mean-
that bleeds into everything else. That's the microcosm.
I mean, think about it this way: like when we just had a clip on TikTok where I talk about how the Goofy movie is a black movie.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true. Don't fight
Minus
me.
Polly
No,
Shore.
somebody asked the question though: is Max light skin or biracial?
He'd be light skinned.
light-skinned.
Someone said
fine.
light skin. That was the consensus.
Light-skinned, no.
That'll be short. It's
No,
nothing
we-
wrong
I don't know. His
with
mom
it.
was a cow, maybe. Clarabelle, that's the only one that Goofy's ever had sex with.
No.
He's the same species as Goofy.
He's a dog.
He could be part cow. You don't know.
Leave my black movie alone.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, why would a just faceted, gigantic company, organization get people like Tevin Campbell to come in and sing?
Start one better. Lion King.
Not even
Elton
that.
John was on that
Mulan,
soundtrack.
where you have
James Earl Jones was the guy, though.
He was a voice.
The main voice.
Yes.
And it was set in Africa with all that
set in
imagery.
Africa, yeah.
And if you look over there on that blanket over there, the stage play during the
all
90s
black
was
people.
African and mostly
Yeah.
black people. The
Yeah.
stage play in particular, the Broadway show.
I don't fuck with that. Go ahead.
and I was saying, you have Lion King,
Right.
Fucking Mulan, where a lot of people's favorite character,
Eddie Murphy.
Lady Murphy, and his portrayal.
Yeah.
You just have it bled into so much,
That's when we started to bleed into everything.
and unapologetically bled
Yes.
into everything. Because
Raw black, just raw.
I-
It's no more putting on airs. This is it. This is us. And it gravitated towards a lot of people. Like, look, Friday was a success. Friday is a classic. It may not have done super great box office wise, but we can quote it. It's
Right.
resonant as fuck. And it's a reason for that. It's not just because all black people watched it. It's because it spanned across every fucking culture. That's why it's a classic.
I mean, like, dude, it is so crazy just how influential the 90s music
That one
was.
decade. That one fucking
dude, I
decade,
mean, even
man.
now, I was on YouTube and I was and I was just randomly looking up 90s music. And this guy more recently was so inspired by 90s music, he made medieval versions of 90s black music.
Oh, yeah, that exists all over the place, yeah.
And it's like,
Those the bardcore, they call it.
medieval core.
Yeah.
And it's like Medicore, so whatever.
Bardcore.
Bardcore.
Bards are the guys who
Oh,
make
yeah,
the
right,
times
yeah,
that make
you're
the
right.
music. I'm a dork before I'm.
He knows.
Before anything,
Yeah, trust me, he
before,
knows.
before anything, I'm a huge fucking dork, man. Anyway.
But it's like, when you see that inspiration just coming from, the one I listened to was, Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
Biggie, and I was like, man, people are still inspired by those pinnacles of filmmaking, entertainment, media, music, sports boxes, sports icons. We could talk about that
That's a whole-
exclusively.
Mike
That's what I'm
Tyson,
saying.
Holyfield, Sammy Sosa, Dominican.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
MJ alone. Yeah, MJ, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, every NBA player during that
We
era.
haven't gotten to the NFL.
Shannon
Jerry
Sharp.
Rice.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp was good, but he was
I say Jerry Rice was.
Jerry
Emmitt
Rice,
Smith,
absolutely.
yeah, like Michael Irvin. Fuck. That was
Randall Cunningham. All the
Sure.
black quarterbacks.
Sure. I was never
But
coming
that-
at
but
that, he was good.
That's why I'm like, there's just so many different angles that come with the 90s culture. And I'm going to go ahead and rip off the Band-Aid, y'all.
Where are we starting with?
Yeah,
no,
we
what I
kicking
mean
it
by
off
that
with?
is, first of all, I'll tell us where we start off with, but this will not be a one-time topic. We'll probably come back. There's so much to tap into.
It's just so much.
But I will say, let's start off with where we left off, like you had mentioned, Mr. Gonzalez, and talk about some of the movies we didn't get to highlight. Now, I know that you were fiending at the bit, Mr.
Chomping at the
McGrew.
bit.
It was.
Yes.
It was
Chopping
just
it a
so
bit.
much.
I don't know what you were saying. You get. You
I said
get,
fiending at the bit, but
Oh,
It still works.
I want that bit.
I was like, yeah,
Got
I mean,
these cheeseburgers.
I like to use synonyms.
Cinnamons. Yeah.
Cinnamons.
I like to use cinnamons. And,
What happens
and-
when you drink blue?
and nutmegs.
That is not the. These are like 5%ers. I'm okay.
And you had 3 of them. That's like 15%.
That's
He's
not
still
how
on
that works.
That
vacation.
is the math.
That's not how that
That's
It's not
dude,
even.
And I wasn't on vacation. What a work trip.
It's an umbrella in that drink, sir.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. I didn't find out, so.
when it's not in your shirt.
But I do want to.
It's dried
That's
up now.
not fair. But I do want to start off with where we left off with some black movies, but black movies that we didn't get to highlight a bit more on, or ones that you wanted to shine a bit of focal point on.
Yeah, no, one I did. I don't listen to our shows and I barely remember them, but
I hope you have.
one thing that I did remember was I wanted to talk about one movie in particular that I think is just a fucking hidden gem and has actually gained a little steam as years have gone by. And it is
really?
a 90s movie.
Okay, can we take a stab at least one guess each?
Sure.
The genre.
It's a mixture of genres, kind of.
Okay.
More comedy, but it's comedy mixed with another genre.
Well, I mean, comedy mixed with.
So yeah, you don't have one genre to
All
choose.
right, Sammy, shoot.
Dr. Dolittle 3.
I wasn't going for the movie.
He's actually warmer than you might think.
I will go ahead and say
Eddie Murphy
not
Jr.
even a rom-com horror comedy.
True.
I know you.
What
I
is
know
it?
You
you.
know me.
What is
You should
it?
already know because he dropped a clue right there of who stars in it.
Oh, Eddie Murphy. Now, go ahead.
Kazam! It was Kazam.
That's Shaq.
I know.
Oh, no.
Plant-based daddy guessed that.
Oh,
I just
shame
wanted to
on
say
you,
it.
plant-based daddy. No,
Nah,
it's
he
Vampire in Brooklyn.
You had mentioned it, but you
I
want to
mentioned
talk
I
more
didn't get to
about
go super in depth with it and why I like it now and why to me it's one of the ones that holds up the most from the 90s. Because a lot of, look, yes, I love 90s hood movies like a motherfucker, but to me, one that doesn't hold up as well as it should is Boys in the Hood, which I have a fucking poster in my living room.
it. You say it doesn't
Wait,
hold up.
time out. You said it doesn't hold
I
up.
don't think
Why
it
though?
holds up
No,
as
no,
well.
no.
As well.
So okay,
It's still a great movie.
let me get it clear.
Yeah.
You,
Yes.
Mr. McGrew,
Right.
said that Boys in the Hood,
Which I love.
A black man.
a black man,
Yes.
has admitted to saying
It does not.
Boys in the Hood
hold
is not
up
good.
As well. No, I didn't say it's not. No, goddamn it. No, I did not say that.
I'm kidding.
It's
No, it does
great.
not hold up
It doesn't
as
hold
well.
up as well. To me, it's lost a slight bit of luster. A, because Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in it. We can't help that. But no, to me, it was too soft. As the years went on, to me, I was like, this was conditioned and designed for a certain audience to see more so than for us. Yeah, it's shit in it for us. But John Singleton designed this for white people to see it and get it because it is some watered down elements to it. And over the years, and it wasn't this way initially, A Menace to Society was second and Boys in the Hood was first. As far as depicting that type of story, both of those are vying for the best hood movie ever made, like the pinnacle of it. To me, it's Menace to Society because it was just so fucking unflinching and just raw and real.
And I'll even blame you there
This is what Boys in the Hood should have
because
been. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be honest,
Trey should have died.
stop it. But no. Okay, look, Menace to Society is depressing for depressing's sake too.
But it's real.
But it's depressing for depressing's
Yeah.
sake.
You think so?
No. The reason why I say that is because the literal supervillain wins. Like, it's ridiculous. But
Like it's how it really is, though. Usually.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
Hey, we'll see how these FBI investigations
But
go.
I will say, I'll give you credence in terms of my biggest problem with the Boys in the Hood was the fact that I get it,
still love
education
it,
was
yeah.
the struggle,
Right.
but a student athlete addressing their scores and whatnot is like a longer term. Like, they usually are like, hey, if you have a lot of talent, they start talking to you a lot earlier and being like, let's coordinate this out. Or schools will finesse it and make you. Back in the 90s, it wasn't really like a fight to get that scholarship if you were
they'll
talented.
slide some shit under the table real
They'll
quick.
make it work.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
that was my whole barrier of entry. But I'm so surprised that you chose, A Haunted Mansion as your favorite Eddie Murphy movie.
No.
You said,
Vampire in Brooklyn. Was it?
Like,
That was
I'm
2000.
I'm surprised. I was like,
Oh, the
but no,
Haunted
really,
Mansion.
what Tommy might be alluding to
Yes.
is a certain New York City that contains a certain fanged Eddie Murphy. What's up?
Yeah, Vampire in Brooklyn, man. It's just a movie I have loved more and more as years have gone on, and I don't know why. I remember seeing it in theaters. One theater in LaGrange. It's the only one we had. Cozy Theater. Shout out! It burnt down.
Oh, no.
During the Winnie movie. Was it? Yeah, the Winnie the Pooh movie, the animated movie.
It burned down?
It burned down during that. The Chinese restaurant next door caught fire, and it was the whole thing. The whole town got lawn chairs and watched it burn.
There's a whole
It was
Chinese
very
president joke there,
depressing.
but I'm going to leave it alone.
Do not do that. Okay,
Stop it.
Yeah,
They call him that.
but I remember seeing it, and just as a child, it scared me a little bit, and I couldn't appreciate what it really was because I was freaked out about Eddie Murphy doing villainous vampire shit. Mm-hmm. And Angela Bassett's in it. We love some Angela Bassett.
We still, to this day.
Yeah.
So powerful, so
She's
beautiful.
great.
But in
Just
the
make
movie,
shit look easy. But in the movie, she's a detective, looking for a killer who's a vampire, and it's very, generic in a way, but it's just something about it just so off.
Right.
And I can't explain the offness. It's just this weird off movie.
Is it because Eddie Murphy is villainous?
It's because he's villainous A, which is something he hadn't done. It's rated R, hardcore R.
and he's rocking a Jerry curl like a motherfucker.
Beautiful Jerry curl.
Ew.
It was a beautiful Jerry curl.
Looking beautiful.
Yeah, Soul Glow came back. Yes.
Got it out his ass.
ruining furniture everywhere.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a straight comedy. Like there, serious parts in a way.
Knowing that, by the way.
Well, you should know that.
Just making sure. You should be proud.
You don't get kudos for things you should already. But to me, it is just.
Be on the show. I feel really like I shouldn't belong on this show.
No, you do.
You do.
They used to
We need a different
now.
perspective.
Yes, and I love that. That's why I come on Masamanos.
Yes, that's what
Is that what it's called?
Menos.
Mas o menos.
Maso
Is it Maso?
Yeah.
I thought it was Masi.
Maso
Yeah, no,
Menos.
E is and.
I apologize. Maso Menos. That's
yeah.
why I come on there to even
It's
out the
either
playing
or,
field.
not either and or.
This is all part of the agreement. Yeah.
No, I was only laughing because of the look of like, did I say that?
I don't know
right?
Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't know Spanish either. I don't belong on this show. I don't belong in these programs.
We can always rebrand this to just the Blaxcellence.
Oh my God.
And we can put you in a tanning booth.
Somebody said I should come in a dashiki and the hat.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hat's called, but
I don't either.
one of those round ones.
So, yeah. But you should do that.
That's your homework for tonight.
We'll
Learn what the
accept
hat
The only
is.
thing that makes me mad is
You gotta marry a
just-
black woman.
Just real
You'll
quick
be
as a
good.
sidebar,
Yeah.
it's so unfair that dashikis look so good on big fat black dudes because they just look slimming, and I
they
want
just
to wear
drape.
that style of shirt, but I can't.
You
But I
can.
would look so good in it because of
Dashikis are actually really fine.
because my shoulders
are.
are broad enough and it could drape over, hide all of the goods, right? But I can't wear one because they're like leopard print and bright, and I can't.
I mean, no, there are
buy
many
a
different
plain one. I'm
designs.
not gonna buy a plain one.
Look, hopefully after Black Panther 2, it'll become fashionable. And
But
you'll
say
be allowed.
you don't buy just a plain red Hawaiian shirt. You get the
I don't buy
floral
Hawaiian
pattern.
shirts. At
I
all.
went to Black Panther in a dashiki.
I know because you can. I don't think I can.
It was purple.
He can
and
before I
beautiful.
can.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, but no, sorry. Continue.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Vampire in Brooklyn. Yes, no, it's to me. I just think it's a classic. I just love that fucking movie because it was a little scary. It was a very adult movie, and I was like 10 when it came out, or 9, something like that. So, but it always stood out to me. It was always one I wanted to revisit. Boomerang was another one.
Vampire in Brooklyn might have felt off because a stunt person died on the set of Vampire in Brooklyn.
Did not know that.
So that's why it's probably haunted spooky.
It's a weird movie. So yeah, maybe so. It was
It's like
a
The Crow.
bomb.
I don't want to watch The Crow.
I will never. Yeah, I've seen it many times.
I would
But
say
yeah.
that when we think about Vampire in Brooklyn, right? It's actually one of those Eddie Murphy movies that I think in my parents' pantheon, they were just like Eddie Murphy. No matter what, like, because they were actually, to be fair, they were a lot looser on movies than they probably should
Black
have been.
Pants typically are. Yeah.
But they were like, in the Eddie Murphy pantheon,
Whatever, yeah,
it's
it's like
probably fine. And I
yeah.
watched it as a younger kid. I was like, cool. And I still got the same joy that I would, probably more so then than I would now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's why I have the nostalgia for it. I do. So
Okay.
I don't
know
know.
you've seen it before.
Hell yeah.
It's Vampire Brooklyn.
I do not. When you mentioned it before, I said I had.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it's great. Like to me, it's probably the '90s gem as far as Eddie Murphy movies. There's so many though.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Dog, Eddie
Like,
Murphy
we
in
had
the
a whole thing
90s,
talking
80s
about-
was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. We covered that, but one we did not cover that we should have fucking covered. And to be fair, he's been going through some things, so probably best we didn't have talked about him at that point in time. But we have to talk about him now. If we talk about '90s black superstars and icons, Will Smith. That was when he was introduced.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh Prince,
it.
Martin. Oh, we'll talk about Martin later. We got to talk about Martin
Martin's
later.
really good.
We'll get into black television.
We'll get into black television.
Black television is where I.
And don't worry,
Yeah,
black
we'll
television
get-
is probably where we'll spend the most
That's
time.
next. Yeah, that's next. But
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we're kind of we talked about hood movies. We talked about Eddie Murphy. If there's any hood movies you want us to bring up, I'm sure I've seen them. Put them in the chat. But we'll move on to icons, black icons that made it. It acceptable for white kids to look up to a black person.
I mean, look, I
Will
would
Smith
say
was that,
before
kinda.
we hop on movies,
Right.
I did want to give we didn't harp on it last time.
Okay. Yeah.
But I had a
go
couple
into
of ones that I wanted to shout out.
Please
And,
do.
first of all, honestly, I know it's a movie that has the primary characters are black. Man, to be honest, Good Burger, it did its thing. It did.
Look, man.
Yes, it did.
Like, honestly, sidebarring to
Good
Keenan
Burger.
and Kel, man, like a sitcom with two black youths getting into shenanigans, that's so much fun.
Stop
Yes.
it. No, will you save it? Because I
know
want
that goes into the show category.
But it's the movie, right?
Okay, yeah.
But the movie setting that up and letting two black teenagers get into shenanigans with Good Burger
Right.
as a sketch from all that, right? As part of from that.
Hell yeah.
That's so fucking cool because like I can't think of the last time that happened where they're like, oh yeah, these two characters from this ensemble cast work so well together. We're gonna give them a movie. Child actors, mind you.
Yeah.
And not even that.
I don't think that's ever happened.
It's not
Never
even
has
that.
not happened.
It felt like I felt like even in the script, they just let them kind of do their thing
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Sorry, Men in
works.
Black was 1997. I love me Men in Black.
Yes.
Men in Black counts.
That
just
was
as
the
much.
year he blew up. But yeah, we'll get to Will Smith a little later. But yeah, no, he's right. That's never happened before.
And when it did,
They
like,
were a phenomenon.
and when you see Good Burger,
Spawn, shut up.
I mean, they got De La Soul in there, right? Like,
That's right.
there's a whole
They
section.
got George
Clinton.
Clinton in the
George Clinton's in the Crazy House.
Yeah,
And I mean, that Crazy House scene
I love it.
is
insane.
It's deserved for the 90s. It is not a current thing you could
not.
probably do.
You can do it today.
But they make first of all, they make the Crazy
Whole
House
dance
crazy.
number, yes.
Wait, I forget if it was the show or the movie who they were playing Superstition on the monkey was playing Superstition on the piano. Was that show? Was that the movie?
Had to be the show.
Had to be the show.
God, because I
Yeah.
just remember there was one part where like a monkey was playing Superstition. And they all
Oh,
started
that was a
dancing.
great show.
That shit was hilarious. But Kid and Kill were there. I remember.
Nah, dude. Damn it. I wanted to go into a bit of a tangent for Friday because Friday
deserves its spot.
is the epitome of a. I feel like it is light hood, but not too hood, right? It's not like giving you like
No, what it was, it was
all the
an
drama. It's just giving you an everyday perspective.
It's Napoleon Dynamite before Napoleon Dynamite. Where it's just a day that happens. There's no real goal.
I
to
wouldn't
the
go
movie.
there.
No,
it's a day in the life. Of.
But that's what Napoleon Dynamite is. But it's all quirky and weird.
Right.
This movie was like, oh, what happens? Nothing for a good time, and then it's like, oh, now a guy needs to
We
get
have a
money. We have to go find
conflict,
money.
yeah.
But that happens. I just watched it maybe 2 weeks ago.
It happens like halfway through the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Up until then, it's just
It's
the
meandering,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole point of Friday, which is why I love Friday, I just love Friday in general, is because it was the inverse to the hood movie. It was like, no, it's not all motherfuckers dying and Ricky. Like, no, it's not all
Right.
that. It's just boring shit. And sometimes, it's the most realistic hood movie to me because it's like, yeah, no, some weird shit could pop off the way you owe a drug dealer like $300 or something. You got to try to figure out how the fuck to get it.
Right.
And yeah, it's funny. And in retrospect, it ends up being a funny story, which
And
is what Friday is. Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like where the realness starts and where you like. I mean, I know it's a comedic scene.
yeah.
But whenever, Ice Cube comes out and he pours his cereal and realizes they ain't got milk.
Yeah.
That's the most like.
It
Just,
sets you up exactly. For
it
what
sets you
kind
up
of movie
exactly
this
for an
is, yeah.
everyday situation.
Honestly, though, I watch that, and every time I do watch that, I get furious.
You've been there.
No, not because he ran out of milk, because of how big of a fucking bowl he pours.
And the spoon was big also.
Yeah,
Like it's a
lot of
popcorn bowl,
food.
and he pours
That
the whole
always made
box
my
in.
dad mad.
Dude, I would.
It made my father incredibly mad.
It makes me mad because my
Yeah.
dad would murder me.
Yeah.
Let alone try to throw it away. His first reaction is to throw it away. I almost socked the shit out of my TV.
Put some water on it was a thing. Do kids put water on? Do parents force their children to put water on their
no,
shit?
you wanna know the
Weirdos
difference?
approved it.
You want to know the difference?
Because I
Now-
had to do it.
Now you can have kids be like, oh, we're out of milk. Let me Uber Eat /favor/
Yeah.
get it delivered to my home so that way I
Instacart
can
it.
have the milk.
That bullshit. You're
But-
right. No, we had to put water on our shit.
Water. Hey, we're not
Warm water. No, fuck that shit, Sammy. Did you have to eat cereal with water on it?
No, because I always
A
check.
mixture of milk and water, which I know
always-
that's like 2%, but still.
I always check to see if we had milk. I only made that. I
Before
only
you
made
put it
that
in a big ass
mistake.
bowl?
I only made that mistake once.
Really? I
Yeah,
made it several
because I
times.
hated. Cause I tried water and it was so disgusting.
fucking
It made me
terrible.
never want to have
It was
cereal.
horrendous.
My mom
Again.
always bought healthy cereal, so I made sure there was milk because I was not eating Raisin Bran with water.
Could you put sugar in your shit?
No, she didn't prefer that.
No, mom's told us put sugar in it.
We could put sugar in the ones that didn't have sugar, so that would be
That's- yeah, it's the
it would
same
be
thing.
Chex, the ones the non-sweetened
Chex,
Chex,
Kix.
Kicks. Oh
Yeah.
no, Kicks.
Kix had no sugar in it.
Kicks did. It had a layer.
No, it didn't.
No,
It
cake.
was mother approved. It did
No,
not.
Kix.
It did
Hey,
not.
this kid tested it.
No,
Hey,
Kix
hold
didn't
on.
have sugar.
It
Pops
did not. Yeah,
Pops did.
Pops
Okay.
had
No,
sugar. Yeah.
but I like how that. Just going back to it. What was it? Kicks. Kid tested, mother approved.
That's it.
The kids tested it. They didn't fucking like it, but the
Until
mom
you
was
put
like,
sugar
"No,
on it.
no, son, you're eating this, mom."
When you put sugar on it, that shit was delicious. But if it had no sugar, it was fucking
No,
awful.
I
it
would
was one
say-
of the worst cereals.
No,
They never said-
I
they
wouldn't
never
even say
said the
one-
kids approved of it though. They just said kid tested, mother approved. Mother approved
He's
of it.
right.
The kids
We didn't.
never said they
No,
liked
because
it.
you know
just
we
clicked.
didn't. I didn't
That
even.
just
They
clicked.
clicked to me
Wasn't it-
just now.
it,
Also,
no, it was fucking Mikey. It was Mikey's
That's life.
85 years old. That's life.
It's life.
Wait, okay, so Mikey, he likes it Life.
That's Life. And Life was a shitty cereal, too.
None of these kids approve these healthy cereals.
No, Life,
also,
you needed sugar
is Mikey dead?
No, he's still alive.
Good. But, like, that is such an old commercial, and I wonder if, like, he tells his grandchildren that. He's like, yeah, I was the main person in a national organization.
The grandchild wouldn't give a fuck.
Right. Like, shut up, Grandpa. You were Mikey. Your name's Michael. Grow up, Gramps.
I'm really stuck on the fact that, like,
who mother approved this crap? Yeah,
Kicks. Are you still on Kicks?
I'm still on Kicks because I really do think Kicks were the worst.
Yeah, they were shit.
Tested, mother
like if you didn't
have to put so much fucking sugar in Kicks.
Because the first one, it's like the first 7 teaspoons don't cover the sugar you need.
had to put extra in Kicks.
I didn't put that much sugar.
Oh, it was a whole thing at the bottom. I had to go deep to the bottom to scrape up a bit, like a big chunk of sugar with the Kicks.
I did that with Chex.
Chex,
so Chex, I'd put the sugar in,
Crispex.
and then you get that knockoff version.
Chex,
yeah. Jeez, no. We okay. So the Mexcellence
Puff dry cereal.
No, we're not doing this because the Mexcellence has an annual conversation about knockoff cereals. We're not due yet. I don't want to waste it now. We always talk about knockoff cereals.
I know how to segue us back.
Point is, though,
talking about
when you're eating Chex and you have to scoop and the sugar's like gray for some reason.
Yeah, it's milk in it.
Yeah, there's milk in it, but like the milk is so white it makes the sugar gray.
Yeah.
And then you eat that little like black paste or gray paste, and it's so
delicious.
Delicious. And
so
if I tried
great.
to do that right now, I'd probably grow another cavity.
Your teeth would
my
feel
teeth
the
can't handle
evolution
that
of pain.
It would buzz. You would vibrate.
I got molars removed. Like, no, I can't do it.
No, I have no. I'd rather die.
Sugar Smacks, do they still make those?
No, they're called Honey Smacks now.
Because
honey is healthier.
And they're delicious.
And also, it sounded like drugs. Hey, homie, you got that Sugar Smack for me, man?
Smacks.
That Sugar Smack? What are you talking about?
And Golden Crisp
But
was the same cereal.
Hold up. I'm going to drive us back.
Please.
Drive us
I was
back.
going to take us to Black Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, like we're still in this is the 90s.
Oh, yeah, this is still nostalgia.
Everything has been reduced in sugar because you can't give kids diabetes when they're 10 anymore.
What the fuck is that?
Which is good.
We could give our kids diabetes in the 90s.
I will say
parents, right?
that cereal itself, there are a lot of cereals that don't taste nearly as good as they...
No, they changed a lot.
Oh,
like
no.
fucking Cookie Crisp is a perfect example.
Cookie Crisp was whack back then and it's whack now.
Motherfucker, were you alive in the 90s?
Honestly,
When Cookie Crisp was a thing?
Look it, man.
That shit was delicious.
I agree with TJ. I had prime Cookie Crisp one time. I begged for it. My parents got it for me. And those cookies were hollow and crumbly and bullshit. In my head, it should have been those famous Amos cookies in a bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
A matter of fact, you motherfuckers expected actual the commercial was a commercial. Even
Dude,
I knew that at 9.
It's called Cookie Crisp.
They were little mini cookies. They gave you cereal with little specks of chocolate on it.
It was more crisp than cookie. That's not acceptable. That fucking
It's a cereal. It's not actual cookies.
That wolf is a fucking liar.
He lied to our face.
He was a criminal.
Motherfucker.
The wolf was a criminal in the commercial.
The Craver was an insane asylum escapee, and he was like, me want honeycomb, and guess what? It tastes like fucking honey. That motherfucker didn't lie to me, and he's crazy.
Honeycombs was good.
No,
the Craver was insane, and he never lied. He never lied to me.
Cocoa Puffs taste like cocoa every single time. Delicious. Right. Cuckoo. Making it go crazy.
Cuckoo for Cocoa
Fruit Loops.
Actually, now Toucan Sam be chilling. Toucan Sam is not good tax bracket. Yeah. He'd be like, I got cereal. He'd be like,
kids, you want some cereal?
He was like, my nephews, man, y'all need to eat.
Y'all want to eat the best cereal in the world?
I don't even know what Toucan Sam sounds like. Because he probably never said shit.
No, he did. He talked.
He probably, but you know, like,
hey, he had a Jamaican accent, right?
I have no idea.
A Caribbean accent.
We can check and then check. Get back to topic. But he can check.
Shit. I'm just saying.
Chat. Did Toucan Sam have a Caribbean accent? I feel like he did.
Welcome, everybody. Eat my fruit.
It was slight. It wasn't that obvious.
Okay.
It was like a slight. It was like, hey, everybody. It was like a Mario, a Caribbean. It was a Caribbean Mario. I feel like that's what it was.
Nah, man, you gotta do. It was African safari. Wait, Australian or African safari?
It's like South African, I feel.
You can bump it up on the...
Yeah, now tropical berry blue in every box of Kellogg's Fruit Loops cereal.
Try to edit blue.
The blue is part of this complete breakfast.
Oh. We like them, Toucan Sam.
Me too. They go with my outfit.
Oh,
South Africa.
Yes, it's South African.
Yeah, South Africa. Which makes sense because the Lion King. has a toucan in it. So yeah, I take it that's where they are.
Brit, South African.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he was chilling. He was sharing.
He was cool.
Hey, and I'm just saying, man, the fucking Lucky Charms,
was
man.
good. Tricks
he
Rabbit was the only one
But
that
he was
had trouble.
terrified. Lucky was terrified because like he couldn't sleep because those kids were just like
Trying to steal his pot of gold.
they're after me, Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
I haven't slept in 5 days. They're relentless. They don't stop. And
Got
he's
a
just
5
freaking
o'clock
out.
shadow. Yeah,
He's just freaking out over these kids trying to steal his Lucky Charms.
He was always tweaked out.
He was tweaked out.
And Twix Bunny was in that same category.
Tricks Bunny.
Tricks
Bunny.
Bunny.
Was, yeah,
Tricks for
'cause
kids.
he
Yeah,
couldn't
Trick-
have a cereal.
They were like, nah, tricks are for kids. Just give the nigga cereal. He's
Let the man
fine.
have
He's
some
hungry.
fucking cereal. He's a talking rabbit. Does he not deserve cereal?
Go to the store. Stop stealing his. Like
But-
that's segregation. If anything, if you're talking about black characters, I mean they made a skit about it in Atlanta. But like, yeah, the Tricks Rabbit. I feel like he was a black man.
He was white as white can be.
He was a white rabbit.
No, but
we don't co-sign that. I'm not taking all that
Nah,
foolishness.
we can't. I'm not
don't
taking
try and
his.
put that
fine.
on
Which
my culture.
breakfast?
His baggage
fine.
is his.
Fine. Which
I don't want any part of that.
Applejack cinnamon stick.
no.
Before you even answer your question, Applejack cinnamon stick is the black. Is the black one unapologetically that was black?
I feel like the frog.
He had dreads, and I believe he had the.
dreads and a very thick Jamaican
No, but he had the
accent.
thing too that Bob Marley wore, the hat.
No, Applejack. I didn't even let you get your question.
Hey, look.
Eat the Applejack.
If this character is actually black, which I hope he's not, it's racist. Coco Krispies.
Cuckoo Crispy. I'm Cuckoo.
monkey?
No.
You stop it.
No,
Wait, Cocoa Crispy.
because I don't know what voice. I don't know the voices of
Wait,
these
Cocoa
mascots.
Crispy had a monkey?
Yes. I don't know if they
Cocoa
still make
Puffs.
Cocoa Krispies. Oh no, they switched it to Cocoa.
Here I come.
It's offensive as fuck, actually.
Yeah, me want cinnamon, bro.
Racist as shit,
Me want
man.
cinnamon, brothers.
Oh dear God.
Call us brothers? That's Samoan. That's not even correct.
He looks like
Cinnamon, here I come.
Cinnamon.
Here I come, I am cinnamon.
Here I come.
so here's a funny.
Cinema. I could actually
Here's a
listen to that all day.
funny little tidbit. Like Adrian Brody's no longer allowed to host Saturday Night Live because he was introducing Sean Paul with dreadlocks doing a fake Jamaican accent and looked exactly like that. So yeah,
What was
that's a little much.
Fuck it. Well, who made the joke about African drum face?
What?
Oh my god. I don't know if it was a stand-up comedian or it was a movie. Oh, it was a movie.
Yeah, it is. Ricardo, it's racist as fuck.
Here's a bumbleclot away from being canceled. No. I forget what movie it was where the people were drumming in the background and they're like, "Oh, I thought it'd be a little more festive than this." And he goes, "Oh, do you want us to do the African drum face?" And he just opened his eyes and opened a
I feel
smile.
like it's a
and,
Chevy Chase. thing.
yeah.
that sounds
Let me
like
see if
some
I can
Chevy
find the
Chase
movie.
would do.
Yeah, that shit was insensitive to say the least.
Yes.
All right, Taylor will put his foot down.
Thank
fine.
you. We move on.
I have to drive us.
Okay. Yes, please.
No, pulling us back into
He's driving you home though.
He is actually. Pulling us back into the
Right.
topic at hand, especially since, got all that sweet love of the 90s
Yeah, we got
cereals
we're
in
a
us.
bit nostalgic.
What were we
Get him to the Greek, by the
What
way.
were we
Oh, yeah.
doing whenever we were eating that cereal? Well, we were watching some of them 90s black cartoons alongside just 90s shows in general.
Wayne Head.
I was.
Wayne Head is pretty good.
Wayne Head,
Wayne
had
Head
a
was
fucking
good.
metal boot.
To me, Wayne Head was one of
that
my
is
favorites.
That is pro disability vision.
He didn't have hair either.
He didn't have hair either. There's a bald
That's pro.
disabled
that's before
child
Little Bill.
and
Little Bill.
I
Which
watched
should be
recently. Hello, friend.
Scrubbed from television, by the way. That's a
I
whole
think
other
that
The
reason.
fact that Lil Bill is going to become a predator in his lifetime.
You know what he's going to grow up to be. Yeah, it's
Right.
It's like an anti-prequel.
No, but anyway, but yeah, Wayne Head is the first one I remember, man, and I just remember thinking, man, this is a
we'll
weird
get to
cartoon.
Snick. Don't worry, Tata.
But it was just so wonderful. Now that I think about it, it's like, why do I sometimes wonder where I get so accepting? It's because I probably saw something like that, didn't think it as a big deal, and then just live my life. And it was just like, that was it. And actually, before I get into too much Wayne Head, I got to shout out to one of the blackest shows in children's television that I adored as a child.
What is it?
Come and let's play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gala Gala Island. Gala
That's Nick
Gala.
Jr.
No, but
That was
I
Nick
was
Jr.
4 or
Well,
5
yeah,
years
that's
old,
his
man.
demographic.
I was 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
old, and I watched that religiously.
Well, it was on when I was that little, and because we're only 4 or 5 years.
That's
apart.
enough, though. You were
And it was
9.
on for a
I
long
was
time,
4.
yeah. But, like-
I watched it when it first came
Yeah.
out. I had cable, And
What are your first memories?
I
then?
could call
Yeah.
my sister right now and be like, how often did I watch fucking that Binya Polywog? And she would have been like, every minute.
Giant
Well, I
ass
will say
frog.
that if
Giant ass frog. Dude with quads of steel because he squatted the whole
God, he
episode.
did.
Jumping around. Binya.
But I will say that if we're talking about like children's like real young shows, it wasn't a black show. I won't give it all that credit, but it did have a black host, and one of mine was Out of the Box. Out of the Box. Now,
They met together on TikTok like a year ago during COVID times.
What?
And they did the thing. So long. Farewell.
Oh,
to you.
hey.
They did it over
I think
Skype.
I'm too
Hey.
old for this
You,
one.
my friend. I almost started crying.
I feel
And
like
I don't
I'm too
feel
old.
things.
What show is this?
Out of the Box,
Out of the
bro.
box. It was a black host with dreads and an Asian lady, and they would just do activities
What
for the
channel
children.
was it on?
Disney, I believe, right?
We didn't
Yeah.
have Disney.
Yeah, Disney Channel. Yeah,
We didn't have that.
And
Yo,
but
in LaGrange.
You never got to. You never
Oh,
got
I've
to-
seen this before.
Of course.
Yeah. Look, so we got Disney for like a weekend every year. Yeah, I used to watch this.
You didn't.
And I was upset because I wanted to watch more of it. Yeah.
bye for
I
now.
remember this.
Get it.
Till we meet again, I said so long. Farewell to you, my friend.
My friends.
Until we meet again.
I love this shit.
I remember that.
And it was the because they always had him on the like he pull out something, he'd be like
so random.
like random
He's
shit.
like a
He has
pumpkin.
pumpkin right there. They said the producers were like, "You have rhythm, figure it out."
Yeah, you're black. Do it. You can make a
Time to
drum
say
out of
goodbye.
anything.
That's how we're gonna end. Excellent. So long, farewell to you, my
Slap
friend.
the shit out of
Can we legally do that?
Just get bottles. Dog, no,
No, we're not talking about Bear in the Big Blue House. That's a
Bear in the Big
different
Blue
show.
House was
different
fine.
show.
Bro, he'd always be like, I smell pancakes. But
Big ass bear feeding pancakes.
it would come out. Yeah, what's that? Is that blueberries on you? He'd be like, "Nick, stop, back up.
Is he Prince?
No, he just come out. He come out mad aggressive. He'd be like,
Right, just for no
what
reason.
you doing, man? Like,
That's the only time I've seen us have so many fucking shows.
Are the bananas in pajamas black?
No,
Okay, just wondering.
we can't do that.
I'm just wondering.
but when we
But no,
think
we had
I'm just wondering.
Sea Bear and Jamal. We had
I have to ask what non-human characters are black. I just need to know. That's
Talk
my
about-
life's goal.
what do you
talk
mean?
about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
but also like actual people shows, like we were just talking about. Kid that kept My Brother and Me.
My Brother and
deserves
Me.
a fucking
Goo
shout out.
punch.
No, I mean,
Alright now,
like-
Goo
Goo punch.
Was it me and you that we did the entire
Yeah.
song, and I don't know how I remember
Oh,
that shit.
Goo.
Punch.
You're so
all the
amazing.
ladies,
So I'm
all
gonna,
the fellas. Every Sunday watch that
I'm
shit,
gonna go
man.
ahead and ask for just a favor here. I'm gonna
Oh, you got one.
Cousin Skeeter.
Cousin Skater.
That was the one.
I've been ragged on. For
I've been
that one.
trying to remember it.
I have
and
the
I
meme
couldn't.
still.
Cousin Skeeter.
I think it was one of the
Did they say
longest
you were
running
Cousin Skeeter?
ones.
No, I had a.
Thank you. Yes.
I was like
Cousin
next to the
fucking
puppet.
Skeeter.
I told you. You're the you the
No, I said like what was it? Dynasty has a mean clip of me like next to the puppet like it's the show. Like with one of my made up photos that you have. of me.
Yeah, you gotta find that one. But no, like I'm telling you guys, black television, cable television mostly had all the black folk, and I watched.
It was the
all
time
of
where
it.
they gave us the most, man.
Right.
Like, I've been thinking back, the 90s to the early 2000s to now. Mm-hmm. It's the time we got greenlit the most for whatever.
And not
Fucking-
even just greenlit. I would
Yeah.
even say that they just normalized having black people
Yes.
in shows.
right.
Yes.
It wasn't a woke to
No,
have
you know,
black people.
on
It
it-
was life.
Look, no, you say that. That wasn't what it was. What for them, like for the studio heads, the people making the decision, it was money. It was
profitable.
It was profitable.
Black
it
was cool. Black was
audience.
cool.
We're not going to put more money into this than what it can produce, but it can produce us a profit if we put this much in it, give them creative control, let
Mm-hmm.
them have it, and it did It did all of those things.
Right.
No, I mean it was just one of those things where, so I'm gonna do this because this is my request, my only request. I'm not pausing it. We've talked about
Copyrights
it
be damned.
Yeah, copyrights be damned. We talked about it quite a bit, but when I think about the television shows, the programs, and the people who were trying their best, and somebody put it out there, man, I want to give a little bit of a showcase to Nickelodeon because Nickelodeon really did make sure that Nick at Night. That's when you think of all. I mean, shoot.
Nick Arcade was hosted by a black dude.
They're the ones who gave us this bop, man.
Aw, here it goes. You missed the intro and I still got it there.
Coolio needed that.
I mean, this is like, I can never forget this.
No, Nick.
Dog,
that is a fire. The duo thing?
Yeah.
That's a fire.
It's still
bar.
good lyrics. Yeah, those are still good bars. Like, look, the thing about it is,
Magic and Korean.
yeah, it used to be like through the long run of Snick, it kicked off with all that. It used to end with Are You Afraid of the Dark? But then something happened where Are You Afraid of the Dark got bumped, whatever.
You're right.
And Kenan and Kel was how it ended. And I don't know, all that was still on the air, but it was a different cast.
Yeah.
But we needed our Kenan and Kel. As children, we were fiending for our Kenan and Kel.
Right.
Our sugar cereal and our Kenan and Kel.
Look at, man, I can't.
We had to wait from Saturday morning to Saturday night to get it.
I literally cannot get out of my head. You know, you have just certain phrases that stay in your brain. I drop the screw in the tuna.
Yeah,
I drop the screw in the tuna.
Can we give a shout? Look, and we didn't realize. I didn't realize it at the time watching them. Kel Mitchell is a fucking
Kel Mitchell
phenomenal.
is a phenom.
So
He is
funny. Who
fucking
loves
great.
orange soda?
loves
Orange soda. Like, that is
I do.
Is it true? Is it true?
I do. Ooh. Like, come
that
on,
is the
man. Like, that is.
classic.
We all remember that.
But the screw in the tuna thing also is a
I remember that too.
Is a brilliant piece of physical comedy because he starts on the
was
ground
so beyond
like
his years.
crying,
Yeah.
and then he's crawling on the judge's thing
Yeah.
and everything, just
it's a great piece of a comedic performance.
It is, man.
It's way
so
beyond his years at the time. And
stupid.
I'm like, dude, where the fuck is he now? Like, he's still
He
talented. Like,
floats around. He'll
he
be on
does.
a
He was
podcast
on
randomly.
He was on Black Lady Sketch Show, which is a great show if
Oh,
you
is it
haven't
really?
seen it. Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty good. It's not great, but it's good.
You're right.
But he, they get cameos like that. Raven Simone drops in. Like, they get just the craziest fucking cameo.
No, that was not Rudy. That was Olivia. Never mind.
Well, she was in. No, she was in.
No, but she
Cosby
wasn't
Show.
Rudy though.
Yeah, true.
She was Olivia.
Yeah, she was Olivia.
I will be honest.
But yeah,
like,
no, like he's still funny. He
And
still got it.
technically, the Cosby Show was Nick at Night in the 90s.
Oh,
in my
yeah,
brain.
that was the main one.
So.
That was it. They
No,
played it like
they had the
3
Cosby.
times.
They had the Cosby Show. They had Fresh Prince. I mean, shoot.
but
give
we-
a shout out to.
Family
They're
Matters.
the ones who made the George Lopez show what
They
it
did.
was.
Yeah.
My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids
Was on there?
Yeah.
That being said, they made fun of Junior a lot when he had a learning disability. That was pretty fucked up.
That was early 2000s.
I know. That's
Late
pretty
90s, early 2000s. It was allowed back then.
pretty
It was a
fucked up.
cruel fucking time.
Well, no, they did.
Okay.
Well, Theo had not autism. I'm sorry. Theo had dyslexia. So they were doing that already in the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Because they were making fun of Theo for being an idiot, and he's like, I have a learning disorder. And they're like, oh, we should probably back up on that.
We're a doctor and a lawyer. We should do that.
Right.
Yeah, no, like Family Matters. That was
Matters.
all over Nick at Night.
Family Matters. Myra was one of my first crushes.
And I'll
ever.
even I'm taking a
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I'm taking a couple
in
steps
peace.
back because
And you want to know, real quick, since he brought up I'm so sorry. But I have to give a shout out to my first crush, which was Nia Rivera. When she, same age, so it's like,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, oh, girls are pretty, and so y'all just always remember that. And like when Glee came out, I'm like, oh, that's what she is now. God damn,
So
I was very sad when
So
she
if I'm being
passed,
fair,
yeah.
just to tag real quick, if I'm being fair, it was the Pink Ranger first. Then it was Hillary from Fresh
Fresh
Prince,
Prince.
and then it was Myra.
Okay,
So
that's fair. I mean,
fair.
yeah,
Keep us moving.
yes.
sorry.
We're
No,
stopping
I was
there.
just I was just like because we kept on kind of alluding to it, but I do want to give a lot of props to it wasn't just black the reason I say black culture, like even that because this extends past just black shows,
Right.
All that didn't count as a black show. It just supported having a considerable amount of black
Diverse
people in the cast,
cast,
and then also they had a lot of R&B and black artists who
about
came
the
to
musical
perform. Like they came to
performances, yeah.
perform.
Yeah, that's right.
It was
they
like
just-
SNL for kids. Yeah,
They just
They
enabled.
had
They
some
normalized.
crazy acts on there too, if I recall correctly.
they had legit acts.
like it was like
I
oh
think
shit,
like
it's
T.I. was one of the last ones to perform on
TLC did the
TLC
theme.
was the first
Yeah.
to perform on the show.
No,
they did
that.
the theme and they
This
is all. Can we do that? Can we please?
Okay, yeah, I can.
Marcos got rid of the trampoline, or
do
else
you
we
mean?
could have shot this.
Oh,
whole
the
thing.
opener.
We could have done the George Lopez thing and
So many openings had a trampoline.
Now
opening.
I'll give it its due.
Yeah.
Stop.
Look and watch.
Ready yet?
It's set.
It's all that.
They did an incredible
They did
job.
phenomenal.
Brandy,
Of just-
TLC twice, Aaliyah, Coolio. Coolio sang Fantastic Voyage on
Yeah.
there? That's brilliant. Of all
He
that
had more
music
than
list.
one hit.
No, but I love Fantastic Voyage. Soul for Real, Blackstreet, Usher.
Usher. Like, it was legit.
let's
It was
see.
actual.
Was Outkast on there?
Let me
Outkast.
see.
I feel like Outkast was
Monica
on there at some point.
DeBrat, Soul, let's see, Run DMC, Coolio, Faith Evans, see, season LL Cool J, Montel Jordan,
Shit.
Tribe Called Quest.
This is how we do it, Montel Jordan.
Yeah,
Like, he was
Nas,
important.
Ray
Fuck.
J, Heavy D, Aaliyah, Monica,
God.
Erykah Badu,
What the fuck?
Busta Rhymes, Maze, Wyclef, Drew Hill, Mary
That's
J.
got
Blige,
better, yeah.
the Spice
Mary
Girls,
J.
All that had Mary J.
Mary J. and
Blige.
the Spice
Usher,
Girls.
Missy Elliott, Boyz II Men, Destiny's
Dude.
Child, LL Cool J. That was 3 episodes. Find you. No, look at this episode run. Episode 60. Well, Kirk Franklin 65. So no,
Okay.
but check this run. This is episode 66. Backstreet Boys, then Usher, then Missy Elliott, then Boyz II Men, then Destiny's Child, then LL Cool J, then Jermaine Dupri, then Salt and Pepper, then Casey and JoJo, then Ice Cube.
The fuck did
And
they
then
get
the Locks.
these
I don't remember the Locks. And then
remember
Sugar
the
Ray
Lox.
at the end. That doesn't count. But
You know,
that's like 7 episodes of prime
Mostly hip-hop acts.
90s content.
Vast majority hip hop
I ain't gonna hold you. This is kind of
We were raised on
yeah.
that.
Oh,
This is kinda
Outkast,
making me
88.
sad.
Outkast, we were right.
Outkast
Yeah.
88, Rosa Parks is what they sang.
No,
Aha.
Yeah.
Everybody get to the back of the
No,
bus. Like, that song was on Nickelodeon.
I'm
TJ.
genuinely a little.
Rosa Parks,
I'm a little
they did
upset.
that live.
I'm a little upset.
Because of
Deadass.
where we are now.
Hell yeah, because
Yeah, me too.
I had put this in a core memory. All
too.
that was rapping.
This makes a lot of sense.
I mean,
Bro, we were raised on this.
that was the norm.
Not only us, children of all races were born and raised on this.
Here's the fucked up thing. The later it got, the more pop it got.
Really?
So like you get past season 7.
Right.
Aaron
Does it say
Carter,
what
Britney
year?
Spears. Yeah.
Okay, that's the TRL. era,
yeah, Mandy Moore, LFO,
Ugh.
Nelly Furtado, like I said.
New producers.
Let's see here. Yeah, one of them doesn't have any links to anybody else. Avril Lavigne,
But I mean, no,
Third Eye Blind.
Season 9. I didn't even know it went
No,
on.
no,
that
I'm
long.
not even.
It's like 15 seasons.
I'm not gonna like sit here and act like that sounds like just a change of what was the most popular and trending music
It
at
does.
the time. You know what I mean?
It really does.
Like those
That-
are all
like I said, that's-
Titanic artists.
That all completely drenched TRL. That's the TRL era. That's when that's coming in. So that makes sense.
And
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like when you think about this show, man, just
I have Paramount Plus. I'm watching this
dude,
shit.
like I
tonight.
gotta
You
just
did it.
enabling.
Also, I love Keenan being a fat kid. That
He's
helped
healthy.
me.
He still looks the exact same.
Yeah, he looks dope, but that helped me growing up. There was just a fat kid that was able to do cool shit and be in the Mighty Ducks
I just
and heavyweight.
and heavyweights.
I just like this kind of blew me back a little bit because I watched all that. I just
It
hadn't
didn't
thought
dawn
about
on
it like
us.
that.
Yeah, it didn't dawn on me either until right
like
now.
that is incredible. Just in
And
terms
when that's
of, like,
what you're ingrained with growing up, like it makes
and it was,
so much.
and
It
if
makes
you
a
look,
lot of sense,
and
bro.
I'm muted now, so we can just like look at it. If you look, it's not even like these kids are, they're playing on a inner city street corner,
right.
Yeah.
Like they are,
Yeah, Lori Beth Denberg in a
With-
like dead ass
With hip hop playing in the back.
in the background, and
Yeah.
you're seeing just that's so cool to me, dude.
Yeah, and even like the white actors that were there, they were unconventional. You had Lori Beth Denberg. You had the other
fucking
one.
Neil Brennan and Fluffy were on the show later in the way.
What's Neil Brennan on there?
Neil Brennan was just not on like a main character, but he was
feature,
a
yeah.
feature. He was like a writer on it, and then he would just be one of the extra people. And then Fluffy got added later in the later
I didn't
seasons.
even know that.
Mhm,
Yeah,
Gabriel Iglesias.
Fucking hell.
Like I cannot.
It's an institution.
When you think about what we were raised on and just what we were exposed
It's
to,
crazy. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because it all went away.
it all just started to. I'm gonna.
And I think that musical lineup tells you exactly why it went away.
What I think for me that really changed it up was, well, not changed it up, but it was a matter of there was a point where kids shows started to just be like, we can only hit kid, or they got really not dumb, but they got really pulled back in terms
Oh,
of
absolutely.
being just real authentic and having that more tween category that was relevant for all demographics.
Right.
Nick had some banger shows, like, because y'all tapered off, but like, they had Ned's Declassified, all those things that came into the early 20s.
Cookie.
Cool. Like, they had some, and they were still doing good in terms of like trying to represent, Zoe 101 had all these different shows.
Yeah.
But when I'm talking about authentically just culture influenced, man, they were swinging heavy. Obviously, if they were willing to get acts like the ones we were running through.
Yeah.
And that was just us being exposed to people, like, because it wasn't a matter of it's a black show. It's a matter of we're just seeing black faces in said shows and normalizing
But they
it.
gave us shows, man. We had, like I said, Cousin Skeeter, my brother, and me. It was one where the kid, he was like an alien. You remember that one? It was like Alex Mack, but it was a black kid. Something, was it Strange? Something Strange? You know what I'm talking about, though, right? I didn't used to watch
It's
it.
blacked out. Okay, I didn't used to watch. Yeah, I don't think.
But
I
you
watched
know
it
that,
either.
yeah, you know it existed. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot the name of that show, but it had a black lead. I think it was a bunch of
And I'm gonna tip my phone to cartoons.
chat. If you know what show I'm talking about, for the love of God, help us out.
I mean,
on
I'll
this.
even say when it comes to like black culture,
Yeah.
you have a show that's like, Hey Arnold. His best friend was
Fuck.
black.
Yeah.
He was
He was in the
jazz
hood.
head.
Something Alan Strange.
Alan Strange, yeah. It was something with Alan Strange. I will look it up. You got it, okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But no, when you think about some like Hey Arnold,
Yeah.
where he loved jazz, lived in the
right.
hood.
He lived in the hood.
Best friend was black.
Yeah.
and
Doug, best friend was black.
and that's just
Skeeter
what it
was
was.
black as fuck.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. And but it was just making it be like cool, they have the friend. It wasn't just, and it wasn't even like they were the only black person in the cast. No, it was like cool. It's the one that we get to showcase, but they got different faces. You got the Asian kids, you got the Hispanic
Yeah.
kids, you got all this different
All diversity,
influence.
man.
Like,
Hanging
they
out
tried
in
their best to
unison.
make
Oh,
sure
you talking
we're-
about Hey Arnold?
I'm talking about Hey Arnold and just a lot of
Because Hey Arnold had literally just a boarding house of just ethnicities.
Yeah.
Just
the
they had a-
journey
they had
of
a-
Allen Strange.
They had
Yes.
they had a,
Thank you
they had
so
a
much,
Vietnamese immigrant from like the Vietnam War. They did a whole Christmas special
whole
about
thing,
it.
yeah.
They had an illiterate Polish dude. Like they had
It
everybody.
was New York, babe.
Yeah,
It was
it had
straight up New York.
everybody.
But yeah, it was just like
Kitty,
everyone.
kitty. You
Yeah.
can pet the kitty.
You want to know? You know what? One white person I know isn't racist, Sammy.
The Polish guy?
Arnold.
Oh yeah.
Arnold isn't.
Arnold isn't.
That's what a white person who has no race issues looks like.
Right.
It's fucking Arnold.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm gonna even dip into like because I'm giving Nick a lot of love, and they rightfully so. Cause damn,
I'm like the only black hero on Cartoon Network
Yeah,
was
we gotta
Action
give them a
Hank.
shout out.
I mean,
It's not the beard on the outside. It's
I'll
the
take
beard on
Courage
the
the Cowardly
inside.
Dog. Okay, no, I'm kidding.
No, they
I just started
deserve
to reach.
Nickelodeon, man.
Oh, with two white owners? Don't do that.
I didn't even realize it, man. Nickelodeon for sure deserves. You
No,
deserve
I
it.
genuinely-
early Nickelodeon. And
I-
look, actually, no, that it was a female. I watched the documentary. I highly recommend. I think it's on Hulu about just Nickelodeon and how it became Nickelodeon. It stops after like 2002.
Yeah.
The important years, but it was a female producer, a female head of Nickelodeon that was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna include everyone. Like that was her whole thing. Was
Right.
like, we'll see what happens.
Like
it's
they,
And they-
shut off programming for a day so we
Boom.
can go run, play outside.
the Big Help, right?
Something like that. Yeah. Remember it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
Play Day, the international.
No, it's
Play
Kids Day- yeah, Kids Day
Kids
Out.
Play out, yeah. And then
And
they
they would
had
be
the
like-
Big Help, and they had the thing where they came to your school.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, I used
but
to
like,
apply for that every
but like,
year.
think about that though. Just like the integrity of like, all right, all these kids are getting fat. We're not gonna show TV.
No,
We're not. Go
and play.
outside, you idiot children. Nobody, not a YouTuber, not a corporation, not a Hulu,
Would never-
be
no
like,
one would do
oh,
that now.
We're
Yeah.
shutting like if Netflix was like, we're shutting off our service for a day, so you can guys go play
We would switch
outside.
to Hulu.
Yeah, if people would just jump ship, they
Yeah.
would fucking lose their minds.
Some people would
Nah,
unsubscribe.
I mean, to be honest, that's true.
Worldwide Day of Play.
We
Thanks to the
Yeah, that was
government.
what it
we fight. We like it's crazy how much we fight on our programming nowadays. Whenever it was just normalized in children's programming to just have anybody and everybody, and then be them authentic selves,
Yeah.
and also then act in like when. Damn, I'm really giving all that a lot of credit. Act as like they just had black kids being dumb
Right.
and different shape,
Being
like
kids.
different
Right.
shape
Pierre
sizes.
Escargot.
Oh, I used to love it.
He's just,
it's still funny.
Right. Oh, and then the chocolate syrup. Keenan playing the chocolate syrup chef.
Oh, I used to love
Covered
that.
in chocolate.
Everything
He
was
just
covered in
poured chocolate on himself.
It was phenomenal.
What was it? It was the ever changing restaurant for me that was like with the kids with the accents.
Oh, that's
You know
right.
what I'm
yeah.
talking about? It was like, dude, I can't even. I'm blanking. Like it's a core memory, so I'm blanking on what like the name of that skit was.
yeah.
But I am going to. So, Honestly speaking, because it's just it's going to be the focal point. Black culture was influenced by TV shows.
Yes.
And so we're going to spend a little more, pretty much close out the show with this.
Yeah, we'll close it out with
But
that.
I'm going to shoot over some names, and we're going to run through them.
I thought we were going to go to a commercial break.
We will. I'm sure.
Bet about time, right? How long have we been going?
2 hours.
We need to take a commercial break.
Okay.
He was finishing it up, I assumed.
No, we could, let's take a commercial break and then we can finish
Yeah,
it up.
yeah.
And that way we get a refreshment.
Yes, I need to use the bathroom.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna run through. So I saw a couple of shows that were mentioned, and you know what? I'm just gonna make an executive decision here.
I got some UPNs for you.
I'm gonna run through them.
Okay.
We'll give our opinions.
All right.
And I will say that we can make an executive pause on only some of them, but not everyone.
Okay.
Meaning we get to talk about them for a long time.
And then,
God damn.
we can do some fashion and music maybe, real quick.
Oh, fuck. That's for the next volume. This shit is a volume
Volume
series. Yes, man. Like it's
TV
a lot to cover.
No, because I literally
In the blackest decade
here's what happened.
ever, yeah.
Someone brought up oh my gosh, Living Single. I saw a famous Jet Jackson and I said, all right, I'm taking this over now.
Famous.
Yeah, I'm literally that's
Yeah.
what I said. I said we're
It's like
talking
it
about
opened a
shows
whole
now.
nother
I
door
opened a whole
of, yeah,
can.
like-
That's what we're talking
Yeah.
about. We're going to a
Like I
commercial
said,
break.
UPN will be covered.
UPN, sister, all of it's gonna be talked. Yeah, All right, time out. Let me go ahead and kick it to a commercial break. Ooh, wait.
No.
What's up, beautiful people? You already know if it's a commercial break, that means I gotta do some commercial and some slinging, but for a certain brand that makes sure that all these wonderful lights, these dynamic views, this excellent crystal clear black skin is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Now, Manscaped has been a really awesome partner to work with. They've allowed us to really put some great oomph behind this show because we get to give you guys an awesome discount and they get to hook us up with some awesome Manscaped products. But going into some of those said awesome Manscaped products, today I'm going to highlight some of the things I don't normally talk about. Of course, we still have, if I reach over here, the body wash, the conditioner, Performance Package 4.0, which includes all of those things. But, man, I'm actually going to keep it simple. The deodorant and the lip balm. Both of these options here are for some more like deodorant, more subtle, right? Under the arm, only if they're close, bringing you in. But even the lip balm carries that similar scent all the way through. And they add a hint more vanilla in the lip balm, as I've noticed. Now, whenever you are rocking these, what I always love about Manscaped is just how like subtle but still there that it is when it comes to their smells. It's not too much, not too little, just the right amount, and it really does come with a signature scent that extends all across all of the products. And honestly, if you're getting some from Manscaped, just attacking in the lip balm ain't even that much, or even attacking the deodorant ain't even that bad. And so I'd recommend giving them a try. I know they're just smaller, not too flashy, but they are some of their best and really consistent products, even though I can say, honestly, any one of their products is amazing. But going into their actual website, they've got so many different variety of options. And honestly, whenever you can actually add in our discount code, you get some really great opportunities here. Just to stop, because you know I have to mention it, of course, they've got their Manscaped Boxers, the 2.0s, upgraded across the board. I'm rocking the Manscaped Boxers right now, full disclosure. They're comfortable, they're amazing, but they're not the 2.0s. So I gotta understand and give us your feedback on terms of how comfy they are, how flexible you feel, and maybe we'll also pick some of these up as well. But all you need to do to take and capitalize on this amazing opportunity we have Manscaped is to make sure that you go to their website and leverage coupon code MAX20. That is coupon code MAX20, and they will make sure that you're hooked up with 20% off alongside with free shipping. It does so much to support this show. We genuinely are able to do so much more because of you guys' support. And, you know, if you guys have the opportunity to, fall's coming up, getting a little warmer, getting closer to cuddle season, make sure you're smelling good whenever cuddle season swerves around. Get ahead. Don't have to be reactionary. Make sure you start to get some of these products now. But if you see something and you maybe, you know, what we talked about today isn't your vibe, just check out their website and go to browse some of their other products. They have washes, actual razors, cologne, the whole nine, and all of them are fantastic. They let us be as authentic as we want to. They let us keep it real, and these products are really actually amazing. Genuinely speaking, it's been a great opportunity and partner to work with. So go check them out. Leverage coupon code MAX20. Holler at us with how you've been liking the products. And of course, gotta say it, if you make sure you go to manscaped.com, you use that MAX20, I promise you, Your balls will thank you. Now let's get back to the show. Talk about some other of the craziness we have. And we back. We black. I'm not gonna do that because you already used that on our TikTok story. So I'm good.
What did I do?
Cause I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all. Now I'm blacker than black.
That's
black,
a great
black,
song,
y'all.
and it's from the 90s, I think.
It is from the 90s.
It is from the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, so check it. We are having
CB4.
CB4.
We're probably having, not even probably, we're having a volume 2, probably a volume 3.
It'll be the next episode, unless something catastrophic.
Would this be 3 or would
This
I
would
mean
be
the next
2.
one would be 3?
No, so it's like
So this would be officially the first.
no, because it's like this is like Hobbs and Shaw 2. Because there was Fast and Furious.
Right.
This episode is Hobbs and Shaw.
And
then the next one will be Hobbs and Shaw 2.
That's a good way to put it.
That's actually a very clear and accurate way of putting it.
way. He cleared it up immediately.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And then there'll be the original thread. The original thread would be whatever happens after.
Right.
Well, I did have this list from Complex, so it's certified.
Nice.
And there's about 30 shows on this list.
Yeah.
Now
And we're
we've
going through every single... I'm kidding.
Now, fortunately, we've talked about a fair bit of them.
Good.
Okay.
But I did want to give some shout outs, and I wanted to make sure we encapsulate all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm going to do.
Fuck, it's a lot.
I'm going to make your life easy.
Good luck,
Okay.
Key.
Are we going by network?
Not going by network.
Okay.
We're going by however this list lines it up.
Okay.
Now, not going to be all 30. I'm going to skip a few,
Okay.
personally. But there are a few that I think that most of y'all will probably have something to say on. And I'm going to start selfishly.
sure I would have something to
because
say
number
on.
30 is the famous Jet Jackson. Famous Jet Jackson's fantastic.
R.I.P. to the guy who
Like,
played
oh,
him.
yeah. And he passed away very young.
To the famous
yeah,
Jet Jackson.
That one is that was a serious one. But yeah, like those I hear it was a great show. It was a little after my time.
Jet Jackson, that's it.
What an entrance.
Because he's a TV secrets.
But basically what the show was about was
Agent Cody Banks.
was an actual like spy eccentric show. Where like he was an actor in a spy show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But he also, extended those skills into his real life. And it was the adventures of the famous Jet Jackson and how his life on the show and his life in real life
Like Hannah
were
Montana.
blending. It was actually really cool.
It was Spy Hannah
It
Montana.
was Spy Hannah Montana.
And
What are you reading?
sorry.
Oh, yeah, I came in with a Marine commercial playing while TJ is talking about shaving balls. Yes.
I mean, hey, you
fine.
get that treat.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's one of those shows that really goes under the radar. But if you've seen it, if you're from that Disney time frame where it might have been mentioned, now everybody knows the famous Jet Jackson. It came on usually whenever the Jersey came
It's
on.
a cool name for a show.
Yeah.
Jet Jackson's a cool-ass name.
It is.
It just is. So that's why I remembered it.
Well, I want to keep this moving. Jet Jackson got its shine. But I definitely.
Yeah, how the fuck are they not on Disney Plus? They should be.
Jet Jackson?
Yeah.
Actually, it's not.
It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Brink is.
The movie Nora.
It is?
I think
Brink
it is.
Brink is, yeah.
I think I did, yeah.
Well, I'm going to watch that tonight.
They upped the price, so you better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one who
I
puts
know.
the annual, which actually I
You
forgot.
gotta send the note. The invoice is out, man.
I do have to send these
That's
invoices.
all you gotta
out.
do.
I'm saying I was actually about to put in the chat. Rent's going up. Ding ding ding. Rent's going up.
Tommy, you're the kid that says, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework, you son of a bitch."
No. I would never be
I was
that
keeping
guy.
my mouth fucking. She was excited about Brink. You gotta go and bring it up.
Yeah, I forgot.
is
Marcos
great.
was the only one who paid me.
Yeah.
Hey, I kindly steal from every one of my friends
He does.
without charge.
Oh.
He's on everybody's
I'm
account.
on everybody else's. I'm on.
No, this
I'm
was a
on-
unison account.
I'm on your Disney Plus. I'm on Key's Hulu. I'm on his Netflix. I'm on my sister's
Ain't
HBO
that some
Max.
shit?
I'm on my own
shit.
Amazon. I am on my own Amazon.
Well, you get packages and shit. It comes. That's a bonus.
Yeah, I don't.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
I'm not seeking out.
God
Don't
damn
worry,
it.
the Venmos will go out.
Okay.
But going into a little bit further down the list, now this has shows that extend past the 90s, and so I'm excluding some of those.
Okay, gotcha.
But we gotta hit on this one. I'm surprised it hasn't been brought up yet because now this one's for me. This is my inspiration. This is where I got put on straight so I could be the kid that I needed to be, so that way I can make sure that I'm on.
And
point.
I have a litmus test real quick of how famous it is. If we can sing the theme song immediately, then that's how
That's
you know it's
probably
good.
all of
Let's
these.
just see though. Let's
And
just see.
Hold tight. Before you even get into it, I didn't even realize. I'm not even thinking of TGIF. I was strictly thinking like UPN and the WB. Completely forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking hell, man.
When you talk about
we
the
had
WB,
so much.
we got Smart Guy, baby, and Smart Guy was a classic.
That's not Taj Mowry.
That's Taj Mowry.
Oh, that's right. I watched. Oh, you can see the green screen around his head. That's how bad the green screen was.
Gentlemen.
Bro, this hitting
Oh, I remember a lot of this.
He's got away with the ladies and he's keeping it real. Your favorite little study buddy, he knows jail.
Oh.
He's just a kid. On the ball, very clever. You can
Jay
say
Weed.
right, very gifted, whatever.
And
Omar
goodness.
Gooding. Omar.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Smart Guy. Smart Guy. He's a smart guy.
Do-do-do-do-do. And
I
another
love that
shout
song.
out to Black Lady Sketch Comedy Show. They brought those two back together for a sketch, the dad and Taj Mowry. It was great. It was pretty nice to watch.
I want to know where Omar Gooding is. He was in a lot of kids'
He
programs.
was in, last I saw him was Baby Boy.
Oh.
Yeah, that was, and I haven't seen him since. Maybe he's helping his brother out.
So did y'all guys ever have an opportunity? And I mean, it's not one of the ones I'm pausing on, but did you guys ever get to check out Smart Guy for a little bit?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah, it was like I used to always watch it in tandem with like 'cause
Sister, because they are all relatives.
All the Mowrys.
We're getting there. Okay, I got you. That's ABC. I told you we should have done this by network. Because every network got in on this, except CBS.
they didn't like us.
They did not.
But you know who did like us? The WB still with the Steve
WB.
Harvey Show, baby.
I didn't watch that.
Steve Harvey Show.
TJ, you are just scratching the surface
I know.
of the WB. This was UPN's
You never saw
rival.
this, Sammy?
Are you kidding? His
No.
fade
What?
was impeccable.
I didn't do this, Steve.
His edge
fade?
up was impeccable.
He always used to look great.
Always.
Steve Harvey was only.
Oh, I remember
No, this is pure. This
It's
is
great. It really
He was
was
the
a
king
great
of comedy,
fucking
right?
show.
See, you
Cedric the Entertainer's in this also. You get two kings of comedy for the price of one.
That's kind of funny how like
That was a really
Steve
good
Harvey's
fucking
known as
it's
the
a good
It's
vibe.
a really good show.
but Steve Harvey's known as the Family Feud guy, but he's a fucking king of comedy for
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
And
Nobody-
he had a sitcom for like 5 or 6 years.
Right,
Like
but
that
nobody
show was on
fucked
for a
with him.
long time.
No, but I mean,
Everyone thinks he's a joke. But
no,
pretty funny.
he's.
No, they think he's stylish.
no, he's really, really funny. But like, people
He's
just
respectable.
Steve Harvey. He's kind of an icon in no
He
right.
reinvented himself into something different.
Right.
And
Before that, he
But
was
I mean, whenever I used to always end my, end some of my nights and some of my days with this swaggy ass jazz ending.
I used to
Love it.
I used to love it.
But there is so much more we're going
Are we
into.
talking Jamie Foxx?
Shut
This is
up.
why we
Stop
should have went by
Okay,
network.
Tommy,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna start
It's
getting
so
on to you.
many.
I need you to stop mentioning shows.
I am so sorry.
Stop it.
I can't help it.
You stop
It's
it.
called production.
One more. Can I say one more?
No.
Fuck.
That's
None.
the whole point of shutting the fuck up.
I don't know the meaning of the words. Go ahead.
Stop saying shows.
Okay, go ahead.
Clearly.
Go ahead, because I want to say something.
Yes, I want to say all the shows you are. We have an order and a rhyme and a reason to this.
Okay, I hope you cover them all.
We're gonna be 7 hours into this.
It's
You don't
fine.
shut the fuck up.
I will not say it like that. But shut up. For me, I love you. Stop. I have to hold myself back.
Oh
to it.
shit, Mad Chocolate Gaming. Stop it. I fucking forgot about that one.
I did not.
All right, keep
That's why
going.
I
Keep
said
going.
we
Keep going.
should've
Keep
went
going.
by
Keep
No,
going.
don't worry. All right, I'm gonna make this easy for y'all. I'm gonna make this real easy. Don't worry. I'm
Just
gonna
hang
just
up on your mom.
I'm just gonna play it.
We blazing.
Two-way twister. Sitting on a family tree with sibling
It's a T.
Never knew how much I miss
you.
Not everybody knows I ain't never gonna let you go. Yes. It was a bop. Whoa.
TGIF, sir. Which we had like 3 shows on TGIF, by the way, in the 90s. That was prime time ABC television.
We're going back to screaming again.
It's fine.
Our audio.
You were
levels
really
are too
looking
high.
at your... They're fine.
The decibel. No, we don't.
I don't know why. You have no one above
upstairs.
you. Yeah.
Anyway, is your mom okay?
She's probably fine. She usually. I'll call her after this.
Okay, just making sure. Mom, we're talking about television.
But I will say that Sister for its longevity for what it was doing. Man, I don't think it gets. I know everybody likes it. Everybody knows it. But Sister was really
It was
good.
great. It was a really good
Who was the one? Roger.
Roger.
That molester. Hey, ladies, I'm gonna climb in your window. Get the fuck out of here,
Sammy,
Roger.
He was just persistent.
God.
I don't think that's how it
And he was
Roger
also
Tate
climbing
was.
in windows and stuff,
Andrew Tate
assuming
called Roger.
that they would give him the time.
That was the realm of 90s shenanigans.
Yeah, like
Don't think-
Clarissa explains it all. Fucking Sam used to always
but
climb through
90s
the window.
shenanigans is what turns into modern misogyny.
Does it?
It
Yeah,
evolves,
if you don't
maybe. I
change
know.
yourself, if you watch 10, 15 years of Carl's Jr. commercials talking about if it doesn't get all over the place, it belongs to your face, with big titty girls eating burgers and saying that's okay, that's how all women should be, on their knees eating burgers, washing cars.
Yeah.
Then that's what you get.
It was ingrained.
Yeah, that's
Look, TJ, I don't know how long. No, we're getting off subject.
Someone said Roger became Chris Brown. Yeah, probably.
Look, have you watched a lot of 90s and early 2000s shit? Specifically early 2000s shit. I know that's
No.
off the
I said
subject.
90s in particular.
No,
Early
but-
2000s
no,
is.
But he's
99.
asking you the
Yeah.
question, though, just
Have
generally.
you, like,
outside of this topic.
consumed
Outside of this topic.
Yes.
a good healthy dose of the, you could you know the difference.
Yeah, that's why I said. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like a thing like, fuck, none of this dawned on us at the time.
That was a little sidebar. And I'm probably going to put this as an addendum at the end of this episode while you were taking. Is everything okay, by the way?
Yes.
In your
Yeah.
house? Okay.
Okay.
Just make sure. He had to take a call from his mom. It's fine. That's what we do at the
Moms are
Mexcellence because we
important
love our
here.
mothers here at the Mexcellence.
We
Anyway,
give them shout outs.
anyway, sister, Roger's a creeper.
Y'all two on shows can't be not woke, can you?
What do you mean?
Can we not what?
Y'all are exuding wokeness.
He started it. I just
What's wrong
answered
with
his
being
question.
fucking awake?
I don't even call it wokeness. I call it decency.
Yeah, what's called?
Just call it common sense and
TJ,
decency.
what's wrong with being correct?
There's nothing wrong with being correct.
Exactly.
woke is
Because
just
I am
some
correct.
shit they put on the word decency and humane.
Right.
That's all it is. That's really what the
Someone
fuck it is.
said TJ's like Arthur at the fist right now.
Yeah.
Just ooh.
Anyways,
No,
you're
I'm
our
not.
conductor. Move us on. We talked about
Yeah, you were
that
taking
show.
phone calls. I had to
Sister
fill the
Sister's
time.
great.
I had to
Roger's
fill
a
the time.
perv.
I'm not blaming you.
Moesha.
It was just.
He's saying, yeah, he's breaking your rules.
Yeah.
That's what happens when the flow gets destroyed.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. Family Matters. Great.
Shoot.
That is another one because it did bleed into the
Whatever
90s.
happened
Yeah.
to predictability? That's not the right song. I just wanted to. I forgot how Family
Man,
Matters
the
went.
Paperboy.
I forgot how Family Matters went.
He'll do it.
No, I'm sorry.
He'll do it. 'cause
Give me the intro
You
music.
got to do it.
Give me
'cause
the
it's
intro
Family
music.
Matters.
Just give me the
Actually unavailable.
Really good.
No, but
The video
what
is
is no? But how
unavailable.
does the intro start?
Oh my God.
I watched Family Matters so much.
They play it on my the sports radio
Shit.
station that I.
No, I'm gonna.
For
I'm
whatever
gonna
reason, they play
die.
it sometimes.
I'm gonna
It's
die.
very catchy.
What are the lyrics?
Hold up. I got
Whatever
you.
happened
it's-
to? It's just the Full House theme is in my head.
Predictability.
Milkman,
Milkman, the Paperboy. Yeah.
That's why
It is the
I
one that
literally
just-
gave you the melody.
Ties it out.
It's a rare condition this day and age. Reading the good news on the newspaper page.
It is the best theme song.
It's a grand design. Some people say, see
Well,
the
let him
heart of the fire. Okay, I'll let it catch up.
I love it.
Tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. They killed him off. They killed him off. Must be some magic glue inside these gentle walls. Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by. This is extended.
Rachel.
Yes, extended.
It's
With
extended.
happiness.
I don't know the extent.
Okay, why was there just a monkey? At time out, there was just a
90 sitcoms.
random ass monkey.
90 sitcoms is why it was a monkey.
I love that car.
Which
that
one? Oh,
Beetle
Steve
with
Urkel's
the,
car?
that Beetle with the open front.
It was a
How is
great
that
car.
not part of the legendary cars?
What do you mean?
In,
What?
in cinema,
don't
in
remember
TV
it.
history. No, but people talk about the DeLorean.
obscure.
Talk about the DeLorean. They talk about
People who-
Batmobile '89. Why not Urkel's
but
bug?
people who see it will get it.
Yeah, the little sister got murdered. We know this.
What do you mean?
No, they killed off a couple kids on that show.
They didn't, they
Richie.
just stopped.
They killed Richie.
What do you mean?
He stopped being on the show after a
So
certain
did
time.
the other one, the girl.
Yeah.
She became a porn
Judy?
star later in life. Judy, yeah.
Yeah, they just killed him. They disappeared, so I assume they died.
disappeared,
In
yeah.
horrible hate crimes. Or revenge crimes because he was a cop.
You seem. You want to wrap this up?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm making my own headcanons for why children stop appearing on television
No, I
programs.
gotta.
That's
I'm
very
gonna
grim.
time out. I'm not. Look, third eye.
Denise?
Third eye is awoken. Taylor is not frustrated with the wokeness. Taylor, other things. But other news. Hell yeah!
Denise got murdered
What?
from the
Who's Denise?
Cosby Show, the oldest daughter.
Oh, fuck
She
Denise.
went to college.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Was that Lisa Bonet?
No, Lisa Bonet stayed on longer.
I just cared about Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, she
not
was
the one who married Alvin. Go ahead.
All right. Now we are getting into one that you slightly mentioned. We're at we're in the 20s. We're in the 20s.
We haven't cracked the surface.
We haven't even.
Stay tuned for part 3.
Yeah,
but 2.
Don't
This is
worry.
going to be a 4-hour saga
2.
event.
Yeah, we can't do this all time.
I had just caught up with editing. And now I'm behind 3 episodes.
You're
now.
about to be
But I mean,
behind
this one's
like
great.
8.
This one's a good one
it's
because
something in this. What we got?
I do love this show.
Keenan and Kel.
I love
And
the surprises.
no, it's not Keenan and Kel.
This is like Christmas for me.
And this is so Tommy. This is exactly why I didn't want you to spoil too many of the shows because I wanted to surprise
Opening
you.
your presents.
Okay.
Sammy, stop
Right, like
doing what?
you kept on opening your presents before.
I usually do that.
Before you could.
got
Now I
in
have to
trouble
go a
for
little
that as a
outside of the
child.
route to get the intro for this one.
What network was
But it
this
is
one?
one that you had mentioned. And
I'm
don't
only
worry,
concerned
you
about
don't
the
know.
network. Okay.
Also, TJ.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna go find a man that has all that.
Yes.
Here I come.
Never seen an episode.
Tonight you can check out my room, 'cause I'm gonna get it started. You know what to do. I'm gonna get it out if you want it to.
Oh.
Snoop Doggy.
Come here,
No, don't you do that.
No, don't you do that.
It's the same rhythm.
Don't
No,
you
it's
take
not.
anything away from the Jamie Foxx show. That man's an Oscar winner.
Now that show. So now.
California, so there you go.
Now, hey, I'm just saying that show doesn't. I don't think it gets enough.
It was 2
props.
theme songs, by the way.
It was really, really. I know. do you not hear me reciting this one?
The
Of course,
second
I
one is
know.
way more elegant. Yeah.
But no, I genuinely, that show, like Jamie Foxx in my head, like before he was anything else, he was the man from the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, absolutely.
And his comedic timing just goes underappreciated. Genuinely, like people are shook at sometimes when they're like, "Oh, he's a really good actor." It's like, yeah, like he got his chops early.
The overall talent. He's a triple threat. Like he's just literally, if you think of just talent in that whole field of entertainment, that's Jamie Foxx.
Even to this day.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw a clip of him. He's like, I'm working on a new impression. He did like a spot on Trump impression. Yeah. Like, just like, he's just a magician.
It's easy for him.
He's a fucking magician, man.
And I don't know. I don't think he's got an EGOT yet, but I feel like he's not too
due.
far. Yeah, I mean, he's has the Oscar,
You
Emmy.
take my
I think has a Grammy. Yeah, he has a couple Grammys. And I love the fact that he came out as a singer, took a break from comedy and acting to do singing. It's like, oh no, I can do this too. You had Gold Digger. Yeah,
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah,
Luther
Vandross,
a little Anita. So let me set this party on fire.
Gotta be.
Oh my God. Okay.
Every day I realize I
Jesus.
earn a spot.
So-
in
This could be a whole podcast in and of itself.
It is a
one-
podcast.
now we're
No, I mean like this is a series. Yeah.
now we're
the way
getting
we're
into
going.
some.
The way we're going, it is.
Can we get some UPN in this bitch?
I got an ABC one, and I actually didn't watch this one growing up, and
right,
I kind of
probably
want to
did.
throw it out there.
I'm sure I did.
I really, this is going me blind. I do not know.
What's my theme music?
Hang on, it's a coupe.
I watched me some Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I don't remember the theme song. Is this In Vogue?
Yes, it is.
Or an In Vogue
Nope,
knockoff?
it's in Vogue. It's actual In Vogue.
Hold up, they kind of hitting it.
Oh, this song's
That was a
dynamite.
fantastic
Hey,
This song's dynamite.
opening. They replaced it also, which I didn't like the second one.
Bro.
okay, yeah, that's me. That's a me. That's a
I don't know
show.
how
I'm
you
a
did
wa-
not watch
I did not.
this
I did
fucking
not
show.
see
This
this
is
one
a very
growing up.
you show.
I think that Hanging with Mr. Cooper
Was
clip-
also on TGIF.
was that a Mo Minimum? Is that where that line
mean?
comes from? Where there was a clip of him like at a camping thing. He's like, it's their cotton, so he's like, I gotta get my Mo Minimum.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah, that's what it was, Scooby. Yeah.
I still say Mo Minimum to this day. Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
What was his name?
Tim Curry.
Oh, no,
Pause.
Tim Curry is Pennywise the Clown.
Real quick, shout
Mark
out to
Curry.
Big.
Mark Curry was
Shout out
there,
to
yeah.
Big Black Guy Reviews.
I've been doing that all day.
Shout out to Big Black Guy Reviews. First time commenter. Hey man, love seeing you here.
Big
Coach
Black
came
Guy
out for the
Reviews.
Oh, hell yeah.
Blaxcellence. That's dope.
I mean, that sounds like we're taking your shit. Because I'm big, he's black, and we're doing reviews.
Not today.
not today.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, I really, and this is the second one. I do not have any recollection of.
I do. I don't even
I'm gonna
see
play
it, but I know
first.
I did.
Show second. Okay.
watch. I know it. Judging by the sound quality, I was too young.
Rock.
Yeah.
bro, I forgot about Rock.
I didn't see Rock.
Rock is important. South Central also shout out to obscure ass.
I just saw.
Look up South Central, please.
I just saw a clip of this
Of
Rock, and because that guy was on there.
Yeah.
And the drug dealer comes to his door, and was like, "I'll run this neighborhood." And that guy fucker goes, "You can kill me, but I will make sure you get out of this neighborhood selling this crack." It was deep as fuck.
It was kind of all in the if Archie Bunker was a black man, it's pretty much what it is.
Right.
That's what Rock was, and Rock was great. That was a really underrated show. South Central had like maybe a season. It was similar to Rock. I think it was maybe in the same kind of universe. But it was shows that were sitcoms, but they tried to go a little deeper with it.
Like
it
they
was
weren't too funny. I know they were funny, but then you'd like be blindsided and be like, "Oh,
it had a laugh track and it shouldn't have. Put it that way, yeah. Like,
got you.
Yeah, and it was a thing to where it was like very similar. Like they were trying to bring back Good Times for the '90s almost. It was one of those, like very similar tones to Good Times.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta these next
Those
few.
Fox, by the way.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
These next few,
Thea? Is Thea in that bitch? That took place in Houston.
Thea.
You remember Thea?
Nope.
Good God, man.
Dude,
I am on an island right now.
Like I said, you are 4 years older than me, and you are
It makes a
you're
big
like
difference.
7 years
Yeah.
older than him.
It makes a
just-
big difference in that time.
we're getting into
pretty much pre-94 is the gap.
That's when you start remembering
No, I
things.
don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm 95 passes.
Yeah.
Where my memory core starts.
Yeah, I'm
man.
about at 90 on, so I remember all the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, because my first memory is at 3 years old, and then it skips to about 5 where I start remembering shit.
Yeah.
Just fun fact about Sam.
What you got?
Sorry, this
Are we
one-
going to talk about the show that I really want?
No, stop it. Stop. No.
Yes,
I
the
will.
answer
I
is
will
yes.
throw my I'll throw this. Not
This
my
is gonna be
laptop.
a 5-hour fucking show, guys.
No,
be
well,
long.
we're almost like we're jetting through the rest of them, kind of because this list also
Take your
dips
time,
into the
'cause
'70s.
We can do more. We can do a volume 2.
No, I actually kind of want to get through the shows because
Okay.
there's enough to where, like, we'll jam through.
It's a
them.
lot. Okay,
No,
go
because
ahead.
we'll go to obscure. The ones that aren't on this list, we'll save for that volume
To
2,
let me
volume
do
3.
my thing? Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm saying stop.
I'm sorry. I get so.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
They're
But
still awake.
let's go ahead. Oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
These guys do drugs, and I don't know what that guy
Oh, they're
does.
definitely awake then.
Oh yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
we smell the punch.
Yeah.
But you know what else I smell?
Goo.
Ooh, this intro because I love this show.
I forgot about that.
Brothers,
We're
happy and we're singing and we're colored.
Give me a high five. Beautiful guy. Dynamite.
I love that
It was
start.
one of the best openings,
That's one of
I
the
think.
Have you never seen this?
You never seen the Wayans brothers? Oh my God, man. What are you doing?
That was brilliant. No, they were.
It was a fantastic
No,
show.
if you've ever heard like the Marlon Wayans like dragging, they've never seen the Wayans show because they were genuinely
that was
funny.
their wheelhouse.
Oh,
that was what, like, if you don't like the movies that,
was
they've
stupid.
done,
Yeah, it
fuck
was-
the movies. This is where they shine because they were in their world.
I'll run
here.
it back just for you.
You have to.
Sammy.
That was so
For everyone.
Do
It's a
not.
great fucking
The
show.
Wayans,
God, WB.
the Wayne Bros was so good. It's
was a great show.
so funny.
It is. It still holds up. I saw some episodes not too long ago.
No, it's
Yeah.
still very very funny.
Yeah, it is.
I think they hit their stride with their comedy at that time, and really got into their of being they were clowny sometimes, but they were always but it showed their seriousness and their brother
It's
relationship
a whole
genuinely.
don't smoke weed episode and affirmative action episode in the Wayans.
Man,
brothers.
that's so funny, dude.
And this is before Scary Movie and everything, so this is like your first real introduction to Sean and Marlon.
This is where they
Wayans.
sharpen the sword.
Yeah, and you don't see Sean anymore, but this was Marlon's showcase for sure.
Well, don't worry
Someone
because
just donated.
Yeah, no, actually, we had a couple of shouts, so I want to go ahead and give some love to Peter Pan Sexual Zero. Thank you for the cheer,
hey, love
and Black
Peter
Guy
Pan.
Reviews. Thank you for the follow. We do
Hell yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
But don't worry because I've got another bot coming through the thread, and this one is one you mentioned.
have to cover. Okay.
This one is one you mentioned, but I don't know if it's one I'm
Better
covering.
be it.
Like
It's just one I
but-
really want you to cover. If you don't,
Eat
how's that?
to the
It's me. It's
Hold on, let me get this right real quick while you're talking.
It's me. My best friend's always on my mind.
Gotta be there.
I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta
bro. It's been so long.
Great, man.
To the
One of the Moesha. It was one of the best.
This is
man.
Brandy, right?
This
Just
Brandy.
confirmed. Just
we could have told you that.
But real quick, no, I'm not. No, I'm saying because just as a kind of a weekly, this is a modern thing. 25th anniversary of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Remember the TV show that she was Cinderella?
Dude,
talk about
Vanessa
90s.
Williams on?
That was
It was Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
It was
Whitney Houston,
25
yeah.
years ago. They're doing a 25th anniversary
gosh.
special
That was
on
important.
August 23rd, which is next week.
Nice.
Or
I hope
a
they-
week from now, a couple
Mozart.
weeks from now. So,
to the-
and that talk about that. That was a whole
Ray J
black.
was also
that's
like-
an
Oh.
Asian prince.
That's his
Yeah.
And a
like,
black
that's his
and a black prince. No,
That was
black
a whole
Cinderella.
important thing, yeah.
People are mad.
That was on Wonderful World of Disney.
People are mad as fuck about Ariel being black when Cinderella's been black for 25 years. Because it's the 90s and we didn't give two.
No one cared.
People were mad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like it
but
would
they
be
got
now.
over it.
It wouldn't be like it post Twitter.
And
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like I think it was "Impossible" was the song she sang too. It's like it was so good that it was like, oh yeah, she deserved to do that.
Fucking Whitney Houston's in it.
Right. I
Like,
think she was the fairy
She was the
godmother.
Fairy godmother, yeah.
So just
That was an important movie. man.
Moesha and yeah,
God,
that's
I
the
mean,
best Cinderella
Moesha was the
adaptation.
best.
I
Shout
believe
out
that.
to the Parkers also, which was a spinoff of Moesha. Were you gonna save that one?
Nobody's gonna remember the.
No one's gonna
Parkers.
remember the. We got a
We
litany
can
of
move
things.
beyond that because we have so much to do.
Don't worry, like it's almost done. It's like because it's making we're jumping numbers at the tens now, so don't
Okay.
worry.
Martin's got to be like.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God! Can you stop him?
No, because he's
No.
excited and he's
I'm
a
so
child.
excited. If you would have
And he
gave me the
said-
rundown ahead of
and
time,
he
I
has
would have
said
known.
Martin like 5 times
I
already.
said it 15 times.
It's not like
Okay, I'll
it's a
stop.
mystery.
Because
Clearly
you don't
it's
know.
on the list.
You don't know whenever. Because what if Martin was next? That's not fair. Like
It's not. It's the last
You know
one,
what I
I'm
mean?
sure.
Like I gotta set it up a little bit.
I got you.
Because I'm actually deviating. I am going out in the 90s bracket, but only because it's this show.
Okay.
And he does deserve his own little shine.
Brendan Mac.
God damn, yeah, he does. He absolutely does. That was such a good show. This whole episode is making me realize how good we've done in television.
it was
and
awesome.
the fact that we don't get much shine for it, man. Like people have forgotten most of the shows we fucking talked about
If
tonight.
Mexicans were to do this show, we'd have
Y'all
5.
have had 3.
We'd have 5.
No, you had 3.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying in the 90s, we'd have the start
Oh,
of
yeah,
George
you didn't have
Lopez, the
any.
brothers Garcia, Taina, and
Taina, yeah.
Ugly Betty was 2000, I think.
Ugly Betty was 2000.
Shit, so yeah, that's our episode over. Blaxcellence, Mexcellence over. Continue with the Blaxcellence episode.
It's a problem.
All right, I got you. Oh no, you're too far. I'm too far.
What is that thing?
You
I don't
know
know.
that one.
I don't.
But what I will say is, don't worry, we're in the top 10s now.
Okay.
I'm only gonna make a reference to this one because it's the cusp and
Got
it does
to.
kick things off. But don't worry, I gotta give a little bit of love.
Yeah, you need to. He doesn't know
It's
anything about this.
2000, early.
Early 2000s. I remember
You're my
UPN.
girlfriend. You never heard this one?
It was women's content. and I was
One on
too
one
immature.
also
I was
a
too
shout
immature
out.
as a boy.
You
to be
sitting
like,
here talking about wokeness. I was watching girlfriends like
As was
Powerment.
I wasn't watching.
It helped me respect black women more. Growing up
I was
watching
gonna say,
that.
I was gonna say the inverse.
What's
of that
your
was-
response?
No, my inverse was gonna be like, that's why I don't respect black. But I didn't want to say
He was
that.
gonna say. No, he wasn't.
No, I liked Hillary too much already. I was fine. I was like, wait.
Now you don't.
I was like, being. What are you talking about?
Oh, thought you meant Clinton.
No.
Okay, yeah. No.
No.
Hillary from
Fresh
Fresh
Prince.
Prince.
I know, I'm
Hillary
sorry.
from Fresh Prince. Is
Don't worry.
So fine.
That one. Okay, look.
She
like
still looks exactly
surprise.
right.
Fresh Prince is very high on this list.
Yeah, we'll get there.
That
No,
one's not
like you
a
guys don't
surprise.
understand. She's
Yeah.
so fine.
She's so. I mean, she's very beautiful.
That's like
It's a major pain.
Remember, that was why too. Honestly, like when I talk about archetypes of girls I like, Hillary is one of the pillars.
Terrible attitude. That's what made it.
One of the pillars. Terrible
Yeah. She had
attitude.
a horrible attitude.
Oh,
did.
No, I kind of like.
She did very much.
Kind of like that prissy.
Oh, of course you would.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But I will say
It's a thing.
that these next couple, it's all bangers.
Hey,
So
Shaq's in here.
I'm
What's up,
just gonna rip off the
Oh,
Band-Aid.
go for it.
Tommy's gonna scream.
Hey, single.
She's just screaming.
90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my
We out here dripping in finesse.
That's right.
It don't make no sense.
Stop it.
They were doing the music video
it.
in the
Are you
style of Living Color.
freestyling?
It was the finesse music video where they recreated this.
Why do you keep doing this?
They recreated this.
Stop it.
These are culturally relevant.
You don't interrupt
Not
the
that-
Living
not that
Single
thing.
intro
That's
because
original
this one is
Friends.
loaded.
Motherfucker, I'm living single.
that's
I can
OG.
interrupt what I want.
No.
That is
So
OG
yeah,
Friends.
Thank
Friends
you.
stole the whole thing from that show, yes. And I will stay with that.
But no, it is literally it's a literal matter of like Living Single established the whole 6 friends being in an apartment, New York, like having their life and having a really, really good comedic timing. Yeah. And then white people said, we could take that and make it white.
Idea.
And make it one of the most, literally the most popular show.
The whitest show in history. And look,
I am not interrupting Black Joy.
I cannot do Friends. It's like I can do Seinfeld, actually, minus Michael Richards. I actually like Seinfeld quite a bit. Friends was one I could not cross over to. I'm like, it's New York, and I've not seen a person of color at all.
Why? It's because no one told you that life can be this way, whatever the fuck the lyric is.
Yeah, I know. I got it. It's fine. Great theme song. I give them that.
All right. I'm going to do it. And don't worry, Tommy.
And
this is
don't scream.
Feel free to go crazy. And also, Sammy keeps stopping Black Joy.
He does. He's the problem. Go ahead.
Sammy, we yell all the time. We've never gotten a complaint.
At all?
Yeah, I've signed a lease for another year.
I don't know what that means.
I signed a lease for another year.
Well, then you're locked in, buddy. They ain't getting rid of you. They want that money.
Guys, don't play into stereotypes.
They'll just tell you stop.
We're not.
You don't
What?
have to. This is an apartment complex in Austin. They don't give a flying fuck. Go ahead.
Stop.
You got the layers of that joke.
Oh, I got it. I just ignored it.
All right, I'm gonna
look at. See, we're getting donations.
IBQ Speed. Thank you so much for that follow.
We would have missed.
Yeah, the one black person.
We would have missed.
That's not what we would have missed because actually we would have because this deserves its own focus.
Martin. How's this not number 1?
The number 1 makes sense.
Okay. This to me, in my household, this was number 1.
I'm gonna
I don't
say
think I missed an episode.
This was number 4, and I think it deserves number 4.
Number 1 for me.
But it's so funny. Have you seen Martin a bunch growing up?
I feel like
I've
you
not
have.
seen one episode.
Are you
It is
fucking kidding
Martin
me?
Lawrence. That's how you.
What?
He's so funny.
Whatever card we gave you this episode, we are taking it back from that statement.
Oh, I was able to say the
Martin
hard
is
R.
the
Dang it.
No, you weren't.
You weren't never.
No, stop it.
You were never there.
You took it back. Now I can't, though. Now I can't. I lost it.
You were invited to the barbershop.
Bro, I made a Jerry Curl wet couch reference. That's enough for the hard R.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Nothing is worth the hard R. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, that guy gets Tiger gets my old gimmick.
No.
Also, record scratch. Yeah, they made it. They did it. I didn't mean to. I was just gonna shut up, but they had to stop it.
No.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Just gonna say the hard R.
Stop it.
I'm just kidding.
Stop.
It's called whimsy, guys.
Oh, Martin, look.
I want to call Martin. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna finish that statement.
Stop.
I'm not. I will. Continue.
God damn it.
It's a great show.
It's a great show.
It's a really good show.
that you need to watch. It's everywhere. I remember almost every episode.
I remember, and then it actually ended off kind of serious, right?
Yeah. Well, in real life, it was kind of serious because Tisha Campbell had a whole harassment thing with Martin, so they weren't on screen together. But yeah, when it ended, it was a legit ending to a series. So the whole turn off the light and leave, because that was a trademark when shows ended back in the day. And they did the whole thing.
Or if it was dinosaurs, you die by apocalypse. But
They needed to.
Yeah.
It was going to happen anyways.
But man, Martin, it was
so many memories.
When you think, no, it is the one. I mean, if you even look at the intro,
right?
When you think of that dynamic, very kind of combination of authentic African colors, dashiki-esque designs coming through, that 90s spunk.
HEB Black Excellence design.
Literally
they stole
stolen
the
from
Martin logo completely.
But
pretty much all of Kwanzaa's iconography.
That font in general is stolen a lot.
I accidentally flashed the screen for the next one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rip a Band-Aid.
I wasn't even looking. What?
It comes into the 90s. Yeah. Just so you rip off.
Different World is a spin-off.
Wait, Cosby Show went into the 90s?
Oh, absolutely went to the 90s.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Guess what, guys? You got spoiled on the next 3.
The majority of it is the 90s.
Oh, that's bullshit.
The majority of that show's run is in the 90s.
Oh, I hate that.
Night and Day, that was the 90s. That was
but I will say
that
we'll take a little step because actually
Different World though is
Different World.
fantastic.
Actually, one of the what was it? It was a spinoff.
Of
the Cosby Show because Denise.
She went to
really.
Hillman.
So this is where Denise went.
Oh,
she went to college. That finale. It was a spinoff to Different World.
Oh,
Actually, let me see.
And every other character outshined her so much, she left. Like the first season, it became about everyone else, and it went on for like another.
Like she
7
just couldn't
seasons.
hang on. Like they were so
good. I mean, the characters just bursted off the screen. Was like she does not need to be here because she's interrupting them.
When I
their
say
thing.
straight up, like if I think about just the way they handled comedy, the topics they addressed, and just a powerhouse that does not get the love it deserves, a different world because it's a spin-off category.
It is.
But that's the strong. I mean, she
Probably
lasted
one of
for
the best
6 years.
spin-offs
Better than
television
Frasier.
history.
Better than Frasier. I'll
I
call
say
it.
it's up there with Frasier. In all honesty, I think it's up there with Frasier. It was a successful show, and like I didn't even know it was a part of the like it was a spinoff to the Cosby Show until late in life.
Hold on, I'm very
What?
interested in history.
What?
Yotsuba fan, I did not know this. The president told everyone who is protesting the Rodney King trials to stay home and watch the final episode of the Cosby Show.
Sounds
Makes
about
sense.
right.
That's insanity.
Sounds
But I'll tell you what,
perfectly
I'm just
right.
saying, I'm a history buff. That's interesting as
It was
fuck.
probably George
So-
Bush, so yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna. Now I'm gonna
was.
be honest. I've had to hold myself back a lot this show because this is hitting me a lot harder than I thought it would.
me too.
And I think that's also why I'm kind of a little tapery.
Why do we always wait till the end to get to the good shit?
But these two, as much as one causes controversy, they are the thing, and they're the ones you're thinking about. So I'm not even gonna play around. It's the Fresh Prince, and I'm gonna do the intro.
That was the outro.
we look, fuck this. We can swap them. Hold this. Swap it.
No,
That one should not be number one.
Tommy.
I hate that show and the person behind it with the passion. That should not.
Some people outside school with a couple of guys who up to no good. Started making trouble.
But let's be real here.
The long
the best
versions
theme
of
song in
fuck all the
sitcom
fuck the
history.
long versions of every fucking theme song,
Including
ever.
this one.
including this one. Full House had one.
It was when
Family
they had short
Matters.
episodes,
What
man.
was-
They had to stretch out the time.
What was the other one? Step by Step. I
Step by
think had an
Step's
extended one
extended, yeah.
too. Fuck them.
All the TGIF shows had an extended.
The fact that they released the theme song to Friends as a real song. Fuck you. I know it's a real
It
song.
was number one.
You know.
TJ.
Now I get it.
I'll be there.
It's not
No,
that
I will
show.
say, no, because look, I think the Fresh Prince can have its own show. It's its own thing. It's its own.
thing.
It's so
many
incredible.
memories, so many.
I mean, the amount
How
of.
come you don't love me?
No, I mean,
Carlton.
He called
Uncle
me.
Phil is forever.
James Avery's a goat.
Rest in peace forever.
for sure.
It is. I wish I could be half the dad. That's my
the
goal.
man
That's the
that he
goal
was,
for me, to
yeah.
be honest.
What's fucked up is that
I could see
me
that,
and him are
yeah.
the same size. So, and I thought he was so big and grand.
You could be Mexican.
No, but I'm
Uncle
just saying,
Phil.
like, he was so big and grand, and now I'm that size. I'm like, I should be like
You
Uncle
need an
Phil.
Aunt Viv.
I should be like Uncle Phil.
You don't have an
Yeah,
Aunt
you need.
Viv.
I don't.
You
Which
need dark,
one?
You need dark skin Viv.
I honestly,
Dark-skinned Viv.
actually,
need dark-skinned
actually,
Viv.
that's how you know I'm not racist because I am dark skinned Viv all the
Yeah.
way. That dance, oh boy,
They're still on Black Twitter.
oh boy,
I-
that dance is diabolical.
Jenny,
Dude, I'm really holding it
And
back. Oh my god.
And new Viv fucking sucked. I
She
knew
was just
even as a
there.
kid, I knew she fucking
She
sucked.
did the best she could. She was just there. Though.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
she wasn't Aunt Viv.
She wasn't Janet
Aunt
Hubert,
Viv,
yeah.
you know why? Remember that menacing that you talk about, or that annoying thing with Hillary? Aunt Viv had that menacing quality where she could go toe to toe with a guy who's 6'4", 280 pounds.
No, it's just that black mama.
No, but that's what
Yeah,
no, but she,
that's all it
she
was.
truly had that.
Yeah.
Where it was
She
just
could
like
scare a grown ass man.
No,
Yeah.
grown ass giant James Avery
Yeah.
Shredder.
Put him in check.
Going toe to toe with Shredder, for
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. That's why Black Aunt Viv's the best.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
go
she
ahead.
absolutely is.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm really holding it back. This is like
Don't cry.
that show.
Which episode you thinking
Nah,
about?
these shows really are what.
The one where
Yeah,
Kinda
they're
defined.
all they're all of what I learned how to do what I do, and
I
how
can
I talk
see
how I
that. It makes
talk,
a
and
lot
how
of sense,
like and
yeah.
how I like when I like, and that's why I was
That
like,
was the
when I-
life you wanted.
Yeah, when I thought about like straight up, when I thought about Uncle Phil, I've always been a big kid, but I was like, man, like it'd be just cool to have a family of that nature, that size, and just brimming with the truest definition of black excellence.
That's what it was.
Like it
Favorite
was
fucking line.
on screen,
That was black excellence. To me,
black
that-
excellence, and
fuck
this
the
is why.
Fuck the Huxtables. Fuck the Huxtables.
I'm not going that
No,
far.
I will. Fuck. Set that fucking brownstone on fire. Fuck all of them. I don't care. I hate them. I will go to the West Coast, to Bel Air, to chill with the Bankses. Because to me, that showed more black excellence than fucking Cosby Show, because they brought in a kid who was from the inner city. And you saw, like, the care and the, like, we care about you, Will. We want to put you on the, like, you saw so much care, minus Bill Cosby's bitch ass. I do love Felicia Rashad, but yeah.
I just realized that naming them the Bankses was a little on the nose.
And I'm gonna play the number one is the one you're thinking of. It's the one that hasn't been mentioned. It's the one that does everything.
Be, I say.
It does. It deserves it. And I'm gonna catch you.
Rest of that, fuck that motherfucker.
Bro, Raven Simone.
Shout out to Raven Simone.
Baby Raven Simone.
Okay, we can end it now. See, the thing is, like,
no.
No, the rest of that cast. Shout out. I think I appreciate you playing that because it made me appreciate the rest of that.
That's what
cast.
I said. I was like,
okay.
I'm the reason why I not defending the Cosby Show.
Oh, he's a piece of shit.
I'm defending because I don't think that all of their work deserves to be outshined. That's my problem.
Well, that's the thing with Cosby, and I'm speaking from somebody who, growing up, adored Cosby for his comedy and for the TV and for his comedy specials and how he got me into comedy specials.
Horrible.
I mean, no.
Well, I never thought he was funny.
But here's the thing: the material was not. He was, and I don't listen to that stuff anymore. I don't watch it anymore. But I'll be goddamned if you can't, in the scope of history, signify the importance of him at the time and in the era.
I never did.
No, but you have to. The thing is that as a leading man,
he
as
convinced
a producer,
white people we could be doctors and lawyers.
Right.
Super.
But the thing is
Tommy,
the
that's
scope
huge.
of television.
No, I know it's huge, but I'd hate him. TJ is the thing.
No,
and he doesn't deserve to have that. But you were right. Yes.
Yeah. Let me be right for a second, because in the scope of the building blocks of setting all of this up, he was the cornerstone. And the thing is that he can build the cornerstone and you can still crucify him afterwards. That's how you have to do it, because you can't have the Cosby Show and have all those other shows that you mentioned. That's why they put it at number one despite the transgressions, the awful, awful, awful bullshit that he's done.
It was put out in like 1999.
No,
2021.
2021, because that's the thing. Is that all those other shows were built on that block because he had a primetime television show to stop the fucking Rodney King trial. They thought that it was that important. Now, has he tarnished it and ruined it all for everyone?
To the fucking
absolutely. Ground. But the cornerstone that he laid after building all that other shit that's burned down still exists in those other shows, and that's the only thing you can say as a truth, but not even as a approval or as a pat on the back for him. It's
separating artists from
not even
art.
That, because it's not even that.
How the fuck
no,
it's culturally significant.
But exactly. But then you can say fuck them all the time. It's not, you don't appreciate the art or the artist. You appreciate the fact that that stone was laid and that everyone was able to build off of it, and then you could destroy that brick.
And it's still standing. I get
because
it. Because
it gave the cornerstone for Martin,
it's an automatic.
And the Wayans, and
it is an automatic reaction.
And Reginald Vell Johnson.
Look, the fact is, I've disliked Bill Cosby way before
many a time.
All that shit.
I know.
Because I didn't like the way I just don't like Bill Cosby. The man, I never liked fucking Bill Cosby. But I loved everyone else on that. He was always, even then, I liked everyone but him on that fucking show.
Right.
The Felicia Rashad is my mother. Like, that's my mom completely.
Yeah. Felicia Rashad is wonderful.
Yeah. And so I just have a weird thing. I've always hated the man.
I'm not saying
it's
that
very
I don't
tough,
get it.
but you are absolutely right, both of you. It is the most important black sitcom ever because, it did show people like, oh, they are more than what we thought. Yes. But okay, I'll get it. Reluctantly and painfully, I would give it
it's really I'm not saying it's not tough to get past to that point.
Yeah.
But I'm so sick of because what we're doing is we focus so much on Bill Cosby that we forget.
Yeah.
That every single one of those
cast
people
and crew
were there to set that up.
Raven Simone is still doing things. She was Raven. Well, she was Raven, and that's so Raven. She's
been around. She was hanging with.
When we get to the 2000s.
No, but that's important too. The fact that this fucking 3-year-old child has been in Hollywood and she's now like a grown woman. Yeah. I don't think she's
older
they
than
them. She might be they them. I'm not sure. I haven't checked last time. But
she's
point
married,
is,
I believe.
I don't know. They can still be they them and married. But I think she might have. I'm not sure. But forgive me if I'm wrong. But point is, they are still working because of that. That is a direct pipeline that Raven Simone has been benefiting from
the earliest time.
And whoever Raven Simone gives an opportunity to, that is another thing, right?
For the earliest time I can remember, right? I think back all the way to it, and unfortunately, as much as this is to say, Nick at Night was like, before I got to seeing Uncle Phil as being the lawyer, being the main man, I saw a doctor as an example too. And I saw just a normal. I mean, because look, the thing with the one thing with the Fresh Prince was that it really was like the cream of the crop richness.
Mm-hmm.
The Huxtables were in that range of like
their dual income was
their
probably
dual
about
income.
the same,
No,
yeah.
the dual income was a lot. Nah, but the way that they
Phil was just a judge.
but the way that they were presented, but in Cali, that's a lot of money.
New York,
He has a home in Beverly Hills.
Manhattan is pretty expensive too.
No, I get that, but you know what I mean. It was like I mean, great. I mean, the Huxtables had like 5 kids. So, but what I mean by that is like like it just the way that they presented it was a little bit more downtrodden.
Yeah.
So you could see like cool. I can see like level 2 and then level 3. Like, and as I'm getting my aim in for level 3, it's nice to have an example of that level 2 Black excellence tier.
And there was even an element of the fact that he expected his kids to go to college. And that was a goal that my dad had set the precedent for. Like my sister was in college before I was 7. And then I'd watch the Cosby Show, and they're talking about like Theo's like, oh, I'm trying to get into this school. I'm trying to get into this school, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do that one day too. It's just an example of like just people of color that were making those upward moves. You know, that's a good thing to put in your brain, is that it's possible, and that it's not only possible,
It's normalized,
but it's also almost assumed, because he assumed Theo's dumbass. I mean, forget they wrote in they wrote him as dyslexic later, but his dumbass was assumed to go to college, and he had to get his shit right.
Dumb character.
Well, that was the point, right?
Yeah.
But they made it a real thing. But the thing was that he was like, I got to go to college because my dad is making me go to college, and I got to figure it out. And that was always a huge plot point.
It almost set
You know.
rules a lot, and just in society, which was odd, but the show managed to do that.
And I mean,
it's important for that. Yeah, I get
it's
it.
important for that, and also like the other thing with that's why it was so relatable, because there was a level of season 1, season 2, Hillary and Carlton, they were doing a lot because they were like
doing a
rich.
whole lot. They were spoiled.
Like they were spoiled. They were learning.
Yeah.
We're learning from Will.
Right.
The Huxtables came out the gate being just kids. Like Theo felt normal the entire time.
And they hung out with Stevie
He had
Wonder
a
one
best
time.
friend called Roach,
Yeah.
That's true.
who was Cole on Martin.
And they hung out with Stevie Wonder one time. I just remember that episode.
So to be very
Yes.
clear, we're not
They did a whole
we're not
musical
sitting here
number just
defending
'cause.
Cosby
jamming
or
on the one.
anything.
Jamming on the one.
We're not doing anything like that.
Challenge.
I love that. I love that.
It's a great.
But we
scene.
are
Tap dancing
defending.
scene.
But I will sit here and I'll say I will defend those other actors' legacy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because they deserve all of that credit,
Yeah.
despite one person's decision shouldn't taint
A
them.
piece of shit like him.
Like literally, Zoe Kravitz exists.
We give
Lisa
we,
Bonet,
because of Lisa
Zoe
Bonet.
Kravitz.
Like
Yeah.
Kravitz.
Okay.
because we sit there and for me, I'm like, giving him that much power is exactly the way that he wins in terms of cool. Now the intention.
Just destroying shit at that point.
Right.
And look, I know we're about out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Because, well, we are, but I need to give a shout out to me. Shout out to Uncle Phil. Fuck Bill Cosby. I need to give another shout out to a great TV black father, and that's Robert Townsend in Parenthood. That motherfucker to me was right behind Uncle Phil as far as black fathers that I would strive to be if I was a black father, and I wouldn't have mind having.
Nah,
Give that man his credit, TJ.
I'll give him his credit, but
Parenthood was a great show.
it was.
Was.
But I have to say that they'll have to get my credit in Volume 2. Now, Volume 2,
We literally did all the TV shows.
No,
did
we didn't.
Not even remotely
Not even close,
Not
actually.
even remotely close.
Far from it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
We
just
had
rip
to
off a
catch up
Band-Aid.
just to get the
Like one of the
important
most iconic ones was actually from the 2000s. Everybody hates Chris.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big one.
We already loved Carl Winslow. Reginald Vel Johnson's the coolest fucking name of all time.
Hell yeah.
Yo, no.
Vel Johnson? What the fuck is a Vel Johnson?
Carl Winslow, he was a cop though. He was a cop.
That was the only
Can I
bad
be
part of the
Vel
album.
Gonzalez? That's so cool.
But I do
Reginald
want to.
Vel
I
Johnson.
really do want to give a proper shout out to everybody who stuck around. This was a long
And we're
one.
going to kick off the next episode with Parenthood because he deserves it.
I like how you got mad because he was a cop.
Fucking hell it is. Like,
I have to mention it.
You racially profiled my son. He yelled at a white cop for
one
pulling over Eddie.
episode, yeah.
And
In the next episode, we got introduced to Stefan.
And then the N-word was sprayed on a locker, and they had to deal with that.
Yeah.
there was real shit in family. Look,
Randomly.
guys.
That's a whole... we can't do this.
I'm just saying randomly.
We would be here all night.
I'm trying. I've been
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Hold on. We'll do a 12-hour Blaxcellence marathon podcast. We'll start at noon
I don't
and
know if
end
I
at
can
8.
do that. It's just on 90s movies and TV shows.
It won't even just be 90s, just everything.
I will allot for
But thank you
our
guys
stream.
for your
Yeah.
time. Thank you guys so much for your energy. Thank you guys for sticking it. I know it was a long one, and I even had to take a step, but really appreciate it.
Tommy's already
we'll
leaving.
be back sometime soon with the Blaxcellence Podcast. It will not be back next week, but maybe the week after that or the week after that. We'll see when it comes. But, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop it in the chat. If you want to check out some of our other things, check us out on all platforms at The Mexcellence. Is it Mr. Gonzalez? Is it The Mexcellence?
Find me at The Mexcellence. You know how to do it. And if you don't, look at what you're looking at and see how do you spell it. And then you type that into wherever, and then you can find me. If you don't know how to spell The Mexcellence, I don't know how you found us.
Guys, this is one of our... this is just a show that I struggled to talk through because I think halfway through, not even halfway through, I think about third, fourth of the way through, I got hit with nostalgia so much. So I love the participation, all you guys' comments. We'll be back. We'll be black, and we'll bring even more energy next time for Volume 2 or whatever the hell we're talking about at that time. Later.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and all shooting.